Hello and welcome back to the Seagull Sports Network. I'm Nick Lewis, alongside me, my partner for today, Steve Bowen, and we're here for the Route 13 rivalry between Salisbury University and Wesley College. And it's a rivalry that's gone back now. We're here for the 30th installment. Wesley holding a 21-8 lead in the rivalry, but Salisbury going to have something to say about that here today, as it's two undefeated teams, two top 15 teams in Division III, and this is going to be a huge game as far as playoff implications.
Yeah, Salisbury looking to put one in the win column today against Salisbury. As you said, down 21-8 so far. Trying to use that momentum from their last game, beating Montclair State 27-24, moving on up in the rankings. Now on D3.com, ranked number 14 in the nation, hoping to use that momentum from today and last week against some big games coming up against Rowan and Keene.
Absolutely, and going back the other way, Wesley was able to get a big-time win in their last game as well against Rowan, that 27-24 victory there. And it was a big game as far as getting back in the, or staying in the win column, and a big game as far as one of those familiar opponents and a common opponent between these two squads. Now, we'll take a quick break here from the Seagull Sports Network, and we'll be right back to talk some more about this matchup. Stay with us.
We've been recognized for the second year in a row as one of the top producing institutions for the Fulbright, which is a great honor. So this is something that really demonstrates the strength of Salisbury University as an institution. So the process itself really helps the students find focus.
Earning a Fulbright would really be the culmination of everything I've done at Salisbury University. I studied abroad for a month, and then I've worked with international students, and this would just be the cherry on top of my experience.
Growing up, of course, I never saw people like me getting a Fulbright, so it means a lot that me getting the Fulbright can inspire students later on and to think that they have a chance.
I want to be a health and wellness coordinator, and this would give me a real life experience for working with youth and helping to fight childhood obesity.
So it really can open doors for the students who get the award. It doesn't just open up a red carpet for them, but if they want to walk through those doors, it can really just change their lives.
Hello and welcome back to the Seagull Sports Network. I'm Nick Lewis, alongside me, my partner, Steve Bowen. And as we said, we are here for the Route 13 rivalry, the 30th edition between these two squads. And we have some keys to the game for both sides here. And for Salisbury, it's not a complicated game plan.
Yeah, as you said, not complicated for Salisbury. What they need to do is early is establish the run. They're number one in the NJAC right now with 269.7 yards per game, using that triple option, knowing how to get around these defense. You need to establish that early and hope to get on top. Now, one thing they need to work on is converting on third down. Salisbury, not great on converting on third down. They're 7th in the NJAC with just under 30% on third down. So they need to work on that some more today. What about Wesley?
Yeah, I mean, for Wesley, it's pretty simple, and they have to do what they've been doing well all year, and that's limit Lanham through the air today for Salisbury. Their defense, their passing defense, is one of the top in the nation and the best in the NJAC. They're averaging around 121 passing yards per game allowed. Obviously, they have to control time of possession, which is something they've struggled with this season. They're averaging right around 29 minutes per game of possession, and that's obviously something they have to work on, because you don't want Salisbury and that triple option to get rolling here today.
As you said, Nick, one of the things they need to do is trying to limit Jack Lanham from under center. Lanham last game against Montclair State, 6 for 12, 50% passing rating, 129 yards, 1 touchdown. This dude can air the ball out, and he has Chad Gleason and Shamar Gray to do that for him. Gleason last game, 2 attempts, 48 yards, 24 average, and Gray as well. 2 attempts, 61 yards, 30.5 average, and 1 touchdown. What Wesley needs to do is use that strong passing defense they have to try to lock down Jack Lanham from behind center.
Yeah, absolutely, Steve. And looking back the other way for Wesley's offense, an offense no stranger to passing the football, and they've got a really solid target in their senior receiver, our player to watch here today for the Wolverines, number 2 senior receiver Ruhan Peel. On the year, you see he's got 38 catches for 491, and most importantly, 7 touchdowns in 4 games. A big-time player. And then versus Rowan, in their last contest, he had 9 catches for 113, also tallied a touchdown in that matchup, and he's had 6 or more catches in every game so far this year. And that's one of those receivers that could cause defensive backfield for Salisbury, a lot of problems today, especially as we said early in the season, a backfield for that defense that has to overcome the loss of several strong senior DBs.
Yeah, same thing really goes for Salisbury. Our player to watch for them is the slot back, number 25, Chad Gleason. Season so far, 283 all-purpose yards, 204 rushing, 48 receiving, boasting just under 95 yards a game total. One of these guys, as we know, Salisbury mainly runs that triple option, but they've shown a lot more this year. They're able to pass the ball when they need to with Jack Lanham behind center. So going to be a dual threat for them, running the ball and receiving in this game.
Absolutely. We talked about it a little bit in the pregame, and we're going to continue. This is a huge game for both squads. As you see, Wesley ranked number 8, number 12 in Division III currently. Salisbury not far behind. Number 14 in the D3 football poll and number 15 as well. And that's obviously a very important matchup here today at Seagull Stadium as far as playoff implications for these two squads. When it comes to Salisbury, this is a team that has been the hurdle that they've had to jump over season in and season out, especially with head coach Sherman Wood, his all-time record against Wesley at 4-16. So this is a very important game for Salisbury as they try to put together a strong resume here in 2019.
Yeah, Wesley, one of these teams, I'm pretty sure the past 5 years, Salisbury was always projected to beat Wesley, but Wesley always edges them out at the end of the game. Salisbury really just looking to put another one in the win column today. As we said, 21-8 against this team, trying to add one. Hopefully that happens today.
Yeah, big-time game here, and Salisbury will receive the opening kickoff, looking to get on the board here early for this game against Wesley. Obviously a pretty high-powered offense on the other side for the Wolverines. Back to return here will be Octavian Wilson and Chad Gleason for the Seagulls, two big-time players for this Salisbury squad. Back to kickoff for Wesley will be the senior kicker Nick Brunn as we get ready to get underway here at Seagull Stadium. And here we go. This kick is up. It's Gleason that's going to take it. He's going to come to the near sideline. He'll get dropped at right around the 18-yard line. Nice job there for special teams coverage for Wesley.
Yeah, Wesley from the start just hustling down the field. Gleason took a big hit there at the end. Wesley showing that they're coming out aggressive in this game.
1st and 10 Seagulls at the Salisbury University 19-yard line.
So it'll be Jack Lanham, the junior QB, under center here for Salisbury. A little bit of a quarterback controversy here early in the season for this Seagull squad, but Lanham's strong play this year, especially last week, has been really helpful in helping him hold on to the starting job. So here we go, 1st down and 10 from the 19. It's going to be a pass to open up the game. He's got a man. That's Gleason, and he's going to get the catch down to the 43.
Just like we said a couple minutes ago, Gleason is going to be a threat this game for these defensive backs for Wesley. Showing it there, first play of the game, a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, Steve, how about that? We talked about Wesley's strong passing defense. They like to limit these passing offenses, and Salisbury says, how do you like that? Open the game with a connection downfield. Salisbury with a strong first play there. Now it'll be 1st down and 10. It'll be spotted actually right on the 40-yard line. So now looking triple option here. This one will go to Gleason again. Gleason's going to have some room on the far sideline, and he's going to be awful close to the 50-yard line. We'll see. It might depend on the spot.
Yeah, it looked to be about a 10-yard game, and they're going to move the chains. It's going to be another 1st down for Gleason in the Salisbury offense.
Yeah, for Coach Wood, you cannot ask for a better start here. This offense has been moving. See what they decide to draw up here. Meanwhile, Hunter Cleaver checks in out wide for this Salisbury offense. Lanham takes the snap. He's going to hand it off up the gut. Minimal gain there for Mofor. Excuse me, that was Hopeton Mayer, I believe, on the carry.
Yeah, Salisbury already shown once. They're able to go deep. They're able to run it around the outside. Tried to show that they're able to run it up the gut there, that play, but immediately stopped for about a 2-yard, 3, maybe 3-yard gain.
Salisbury looking to make a statement here on this opening drive. Lanham going to fake the give. He's going to give it out, and there's going to be a lot of green grass ahead. Nice running lane there. Little bit of an aggressive tackle, but Michael Fowler going to get a lot closer to that first down marker. It's going to be third down and just a few.
Yeah, you saw the speed there from Miles Christian for Wesley. Able to come up and make that play for about a 2-yard gain. Salisbury looking at about 3rd and 3 now. See what they decide to do.
It'll be Mayer in the backfield for Salisbury. Going to fake the give yet again. Lanham's going to pitch it. A little bit of a bobble there on the pitch, and that's going to be a fumble. Wesley has it, and that's a huge mistake there early for the Salisbury offense, as Wesley's going to have it just a little bit behind midfield.
Yeah, Gleason, that pitch. It was a good pitch by Lanham, but there's a Wesley defender right in front of Gleason. Looked to spook him a little bit. Just couldn't get a handle on the ball. Now Wesley with good field position right about the 50-yard line. Start their first drive of this game.
That's going to be an early turnover here for this Salisbury offense that has not turned the ball over a lot to start the year. We got 12:32 on the scoreboard, just a handful of minutes into this game, tied up 0-0, but that early turnover giving Wesley some solid field position. This one's going to be a handoff, and there's going to be a lot of green grass down the near sideline. That's a huge play for Wesley, and he's going to get in. That's an early touchdown for the Wolverines, and a big-time play on the carry for Marcellus Pack, the senior. That's going to be 6-0 Wesley.
Yeah, as you said, 6-0 Wesley. Starting this game early. Immediately bounce it to the outside. About a 50-yard touchdown here, showing that they're really aggressive. They have the speed on offense to be able to run it down the throat, and that's what they did.
Nick Brunn on to attempt the point after.
Nick Brunn on the point after. Almost blocked by a Seagull, but that will get through. Is Wesley early, up 7-0.
Yeah, talk about a way to flip the momentum here early. Just 3 or so minutes into this game, 12:20 left in the first. Big time turnover, and then first offensive play. Pack's going to take that one to the house, as you see there. So now this Salisbury offense going to have a quick chance to bounce back. That is the plus side of giving up the quick touchdown, but this Wesley defense, got to like seeing that turnover early and giving them a lot of energy to get back out on the field.
So Salisbury once again back there. Octavian Wilson, Chad Gleason, our player to watch. Gleason had a good start in the first drive, but unfortunately, as you saw, that fumble, Wesley able to jump on top of that and take that first play to the house.
Yeah, this one's sent deep again, right around the 5-yard line. Gleason's going to take it. He'll have a little bit of room, but he's going to stumble just past the 20. Looks like he's around the 24-yard line. Actually going to spot it around the 25.
Yeah, Gleason wasn't going to get much more after that. Quick little stumble there, but Wesley defense was wrapped right around him. About 12-14 left in this first quarter of play. Lanham back out on the field for the Seagulls.
Yeah, I know it's early. It's only a few minutes into this game, but this is already an important possession for Salisbury. The last thing you want to do to go down early to this Wesley team, they're going to fake the handoff on first down. Nice little gain there for Fowler, around 5-yard gain.
Said Michael Fowler, once again, another one of these Seagulls that can be a threat around the outside with this triple option. We've seen it before, saw it earlier in the game already. Had a nice little 10-yard gain.
Prue checks in for the Seagulls out wide on the far side. Lanham going to fake the give again. Defender in the backfield, but a nice job to break the tackle. Nice job there to make something out of a play that looked to be blown up.
Yeah, good work by that Wesley defender there. Able to get back there and blow up the play. But an even better job of getting out of that play and getting a couple yards. Looking at about 3rd and 3 now. Salisbury trying to work on that third down efficiency as we talked about earlier.
Yeah, an area they've definitely struggled in, just under 30% on third downs. Only 3 to gain here. But the last thing you want to do is put Wesley's offense back out on the field this early. Lanham's going to drop back, fake the pass. He's going to try to take it himself. It's going to depend on the spot. He looked to be pretty close.
From here, it looks like they're not going to give it to him. Looked to be about a half a yard short. It'll be 4th and inches for the Seagulls. And they're going to bring out the punt team. They're not going to waste any time. They're not going to risk it.
Yeah, early decision here. Not much to go, but better decision to send Gillespie out here. Last thing you want to do is not get it and give Wesley the ball in your own territory, especially because Gillespie punting the ball for Salisbury has been special this year. He's going to send this one. That's a good kick. Received around the 23-yard line. Going to make his way up the far side, though, get it back around to the 42, 43-yard line.
That's Cortez Simpson on the return. Solid little return. Give Wesley some good field possession. Start their second drive of this game.
Yeah, Gillespie had a lot behind that punt, but punt coverage couldn't quite get there in time to take advantage. Now we'll see Wesley's offense come back out on the field. Under center, it'll be the senior QB, John Mullen. Mullen played the majority of their last game against Rowan. Now first down from the 43. Mullen's going to hand it off, and once again going to have green grass. Same play, and Pack again down the near side. He is going to step out of bounds, but see the veteran DB, Sean Carroll, not happy with his defense on that play. Same play call and same result almost.
Yeah, as you said, same play call, almost same result. Had wide open grass right in front of him. Salisbury's really got to work on locking down those outside runs because they're killing them so far.
Yeah, Pack had the 51-yard carry to start off the game. Now he's got 2 carries for 80 yards already here. 9:33 left in the first. Wesley leading 7-0. This carry goes right up the gut. Look to be a gain of about 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 for the Wolverines at the Salisbury 23-yard line.
So now we've got a 2nd down and 5 for Wesley, knocking on the door on Salisbury's 23. Here's Mullen. Going to look back, going to look outside, and that's a nice find there, trying to make a move. And he will be stopped, but that'll be a first down, and that's our player to watch for the Wolverines, Ruhan Peel, getting involved early.
Peel, beautiful route. Little 5 and out there, was able to get right next to the sideline. Beautiful pass. Able to get that first down is once again even closer, knocking on the door at the Salisbury 13.
This Salisbury defense trying to find something now here early. Really been on their heels this whole game. Now it's another first down from Salisbury's 13. They're going to fake the give. Mullen's going to go up the gut. And a great play made there in the backfield. It's a nice job there. I believe that was
Matthew McFarland with the stop.
McFarland able to get in on the play.
McFarland did a nice job, able to blow that up. And once it looked like quarterback was able to get out of the way, had a little grip on his shirt there, almost ripped it off of him.
We got an interesting look here. See,
timeout. Slate. They're first.
Some frustration there from Coach Knapp as looked like Wesley's offense was a little confused about what to do. Looked like they came out in a wildcat look with Peel under center.
Yeah, looked at Peel under center and Mullen out wide left. It's kind of interesting to see what they were going to do.
Yeah, it looked like they tried some trickery there, but not quite on the same page. And obviously Knapp not going to be happy with that. But here early, we've got 7:54 remaining in the first. Wesley already leading 7-0 with the big run from Marcellus Pack, knocking on the door again. On the 12-yard line, this Salisbury defense needing to find some way to get a stop here. but their offense has not been doing them any favors.
No, offense not helping as much as they could. They had that fumble by Chad Gleason to start the game, and then that 3 and out to start. They got to the 4th and inches, but they didn't want to run the risk there, and Wesley doing a nice job of holding off this Salisbury offense.
They're going to stay in the Wildcat look. Peel taking the snap, coming in, and that's going to be a handoff. That was Mike Krettel coming in to take it.
Matthew McFarland on the tackle. That'll bring up 3rd down.
They're going to come out yet again. Peel taking the Wildcat snap. Coming in motion is Pack. Peel's going to keep it himself, take it up the gut, and he will get to the end zone.
Peel looked to have a wide open look there, practically untouched by any of the Seagull defenders, able to just walk it in there. Now Wesley taking a 13-0 lead early here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Wesley deciding to bust out that Wildcat look there in the red zone on 2 straight plays, and it was Marcellus Pack coming in motion both times. First time they handed it off, second time Peel kept it straight up the gut, and Salisbury just not ready for it.
Yeah,
now the extra point try, it will be good, and it'll be a 14-0 deficit for Salisbury.
Peel did a nice job not hitting that ball off there, realizing, seeing the read here, and was able to take it right up the gut for the second touchdown of this game.
Tough start for this Salisbury defense, giving up a couple big plays, and now this offense going to look to hold on to the ball, try to give the defense a little bit of a breather here. Talked about Salisbury establishing the run early, and something they've really been able to do if you take a look at it. I mean, Gleason's got a 10-yard carry. Fowler has 2 carries for 10. A couple other Seagulls, Lanham and Gray, both have carries in the game, but they haven't been able to do it. And Lanham also has a 21-yard completion on the day, but they really just had that turnover, and then Wesley holding strong on that second possession. And they, again, one of those big areas for Salisbury to improve on is converting on 3rd down. Weren't able to do it in the last possession. Now back.
Damian King in the background, in the back now for Salisbury return team, taking Gleason out, not able to get anywhere, but able to bring it to about the 27-yard line. But as you said, Nick, Salisbury on paper looked to be having a good game so far, but just unable to really complete anything when you need it.
So now this Salisbury offensive unit back out on the field. Head coach Sherman Wood talking down on the sideline, trying to get his players back mentally in the game. But obviously this Wesley team, a team that Salisbury has struggled with during Coach Wood's tenure. Now to be a 1st down and 10 from the 26. They'll fake the give. Lanham will pitch it. Stretching there out. Looked like that to be Fowler. Going to gain around 5 on the play.
That's what Salisbury needs to keep doing. They've been doing it the whole game, really using that triple option, getting 6-7 yards a carry, able to keep it going. But their only problem is they're unable to, get those 6-7 yards when they need it on 3rd down. So we're going to see what they can do here with about 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Dominic Williams on the stop there for the Wolverines. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 5. Obviously Salisbury trying to put together some level of possession here. This time they're going to hand it off up the gut. Nice carry there. Looks to be close to a 1st down, and from the spot looks like they're going to get it. It's a nice 2nd down carry to give them a 1st.
That's Hope and Mayer on the carry there, doing a nice job. Able to get a couple yards. Excuse me. Able to get a couple yards. Moving the chains here. 1st down for Salisbury at their own about 36-yard line. Looking to have a little different end game here besides the last 2 drives.
1st down from the 36. Lanham going to pitch it out. Going to take a mean hit, but Wesley all over that. The tackle made on the play. Looked like that was Corey Williams blowing it up in the backfield, and Lanham took a mean hit on that play too.
Yeah, neither one of them were going anywhere, really. Someone was immediately on Lanham, delivering that big hit. Nice job by Lanham, able to get that pitch off, but as you said, Corey Williams just right there, able to blow it up. Fowler had nowhere to go.
It's going to be a loss of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 13 for Salisbury offense. Now here's Lanham. They're going to drop back to pass. Lanham's going to look downfield. Going to have to try and escape the pressure. He's going to go down, but a flag will come, and it looked like it might be a face mask on Jay Holmes.
Jay Holmes getting in there. Nice job getting that sack, but looked to have a little errant hand there, grabbing the face mask. Didn't look intentional, but it did happen.
Have a couple flags down on the play.
Defense number 16, 15 yards, automatic first down.
It's actually going to be on Jaloon Johnson, the sophomore linebacker coming in, accidentally getting a handful of face masks there. As Salisbury gets kind of a lucky break. Able to get that second first down.
Yeah, regardless of who it is, it's a big play for Salisbury and a big blunder by Wesley's defense as it gives Salisbury a chance to get some momentum rolling here.
After the penalty, it is first and 10 Seagulls at the Salisbury University 48-yard line.
5:10 remaining in the first quarter. Wesley leading 14-0. Now first down and 10 from the 48. Lanham's going to give it up the middle to Hopeton Mayer. Mayer looks to be stopped. Look to be a gain of about 3 on the play.
Nothing really seems to be working up the gut. This game able to get a couple yards there, but as you've seen earlier so far, only 1 or 2 yards per carry. What's really working for Salisbury is bouncing around the outside, or even these passing plays. We've only seen 1 so far besides the face mask call in the last one. Salisbury just need to air it out a little bit more, see what they can do.
Second down and 6 from the 48-yard line. Salisbury now across midfield into enemy territory. Lanham going to give up the gut again. Nice hole made by the offensive line for Mayer, and that's going to be another, or close to another, Salisbury first down.
Shamar Gray back in the game. Fowler going to take a seat for a second.
Looked to be a gain of 6 yards on the carry, but they're going to call it just shy of the marker. They're going to say 3rd and 1.
Correction.
They're actually going to overrule it and call it a first down. Going to say 7 on the play. That'll be a first down, though, for Salisbury regardless.
Salisbury getting some life into these fans here today. Crowd getting hyped up. Making a drive here, down 14-0.
There you go. Handoff up the middle yet again, giving it to Mayer, letting Mayer tote it a bit. Going to be about a 2-yard gain on the play.
Mayer been doing a nice job so far, getting these couple yard gains every time he touches the ball. Just under 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter of play. Wesley still up 14-0 against the home team, Salisbury Seagulls. Seagulls having a nice drive so far. A lot of time of possession.
Coming in motion, Lanham's going to fake the give, drop back to pass. He's got a man downfield. It's Prue wide open, and that's going to be a Salisbury touchdown. Leonard Prue getting wide open on the near side, and Salisbury is back in the game.
Leonard Prue, no one near him, wide open down the sideline. Beautiful dime ball from Jack Lanham. Beautiful play. Salisbury cutting this lead in half.
If you're the Seagulls, that's exactly what the doctor ordered now. Getting right back in it with 2:56 remaining in the first quarter. Now attempting the extra point. Snap comes. It is up and it is good, and Salisbury now only trails by 7 with the big touchdown from Lanham to Prue.
The Seagulls 7.
It's a big-time play there. Lanham coming into today off the strong performance against Montclair. Obviously 125 yards through the air for Lanham in the last contest. Already has 61 with that big completion down the field. That's going to be also an early touchdown for Lanham through the air.
I said that's why we talked about it in the pregame as well. As we said, Salisbury's offense hasn't been big in passing the past couple years. So far, passing, I believe, at least double the amount of times that they did all last season. It's working out for him with Lanham back there with the cannon for an arm.
Now Salisbury getting ready to send this one back to Wesley. This defense now a little revitalized after the early score. Meanwhile, that is Leonard Prue's first reception of the year and comes in a big spot with the 40-yard touchdown in the Route 13 rivalry. Meanwhile, this kick going to send Wesley all the way back to the end zone to receive it. Pack making some Seagulls miss, but getting down around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it was Marcellus Pack and, Jarris Halsey back there. Pack doing a nice job grabbing that ball right about the goal line. Getting some decent field position at about the 29 for these Wolverines to start this drive.
So now Wolverines have a little bit to answer back for here. Looks like John Mullen has been the guy here so far for the Wolverines. They'll look to answer back. Meanwhile, on the defensive end for Salisbury, good to be back in the game, but you've got to figure out these rushes, and you've got to figure out how to slow this Wesley offense down. Got to keep them from gashing you here. First down and 10. They're going to fake the give, little RPO action. That one's going to be dropped. Nice job there on the hit.
Try to get that quick little slant over the middle. Nice job by Salisbury, able to get in and contain that, forcing the incompletion. Speaking of containing, that's one of the things that the Salisbury defense needs to do. We've seen it so far with the rushes. Wesley's doing a great job, able to just bounce around the outside, getting 30-plus yards a rush. What they need to do is get around this line and able to contain them.
Yeah, an interesting decision to start off with a pass on this drive. Mullen going to drop back to throw again. That's going to be Peel on the far side. Little curl route. Look to be a gain of 4 or 5 on the play.
Mullen's pass complete to Ruben Peel.
Now the Wolverines with their first real third down attempt this game with a lot of room to go, about 6-7 yards. Looks like. See what Wesley can do here.
Third down and 6. This Salisbury crowd getting into it, looking for a stop from this defense. Home team trying to get back on offense and even this one up. Mullen going to drop back to throw. He's going to look deep. He has Peel off the hands of a defender, off the drop. Really close play there. Believe that was Josh Adewumi on the play, trying to get the hands on that one. Almost a pick for Salisbury, but regardless, nice job getting off the field there.
Yeah, nice job by Adewumi, able to get over there and knock down that pass, but he's on the sidelines, frustrated with himself. He wanted that pick, but good outing from Salisbury. Able to stop this Wesley offense after getting that score. Just over 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. This punt, not a deep one.
It's going to roll. Gleason's going to take it. Well covered by the Wolverines. Gleason, though, going to power through a tackle, get down to the 39-yard line. Yeah, and interesting to see on that drive. Wesley having a lot of success on the ground early, but 3 straight passes. A little bit interesting there for the play calling. And that third one, part of the reason, looked like the throw from Mullen was a little too high for Peel to get to.
Yeah, really interesting play call there. As you said, they've been extremely dominant on the ground so far, running, bouncing to the outside. Don't really know what coach's plan was there, going out with 3 different passing plays. But nice job by Salisbury's offense, able to lock it down.
Yeah, Wesley so far on the day has 6 total rushing attempts for 98 yards. But now Salisbury back out looking to get another score. Lanham's going to pitch this one out. Going to have some room, and a nice gain there by Fowler. Going to be awful close to moving the chains.
Fowler tried to use a little spin move there to get around the defender. We got a player down for Wesley. Looks to be number 8, Corey Williams. And he is not getting up. Went down to the ground, clutching that right knee.
While they tend to him down on the field, we'll take a quick break here from the Seagull Sports Network, and we'll be right back after this.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
Get in the way and disrupt the situation.
Notify an authority.
Get someone a car. or walk them home safely.
We can change the language around rape.
We can make campuses safer for our teammates, our friends, and our classmates.
We cannot be bystanders.
Taking action isn't always easy,
but it's on us
to intervene.
Because we can.
Learn more and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Experiences at the Honors College has been a huge part of my life the past 4 years.
Rigor of the coursework here has helped me get in the right mindset to continue my education at a higher level.
I've served as Honors Student Association president for the past 3 years. I'm editor of the Saunterer. I've taken 3 honors classes and written my honors thesis. I've done a lot.
As a person who checked multiple minority boxes, as well as a self-proclaimed nerd, I really enjoy having that sort of push to better myself and push to better my community.
Through the Honors College, I'm going to get the opportunity to excel and reach my potential.
It's extremely enlightening about what I want to do, and it helps me narrow my focus into my possible career and future.
Find who you are, try out different classes that maybe aren't in your major's track, and kind of see where you're interested. Maybe you'll want to add a minor here because you experience an honors course.
Networking opportunities, faculty resources, things that wouldn't necessarily be available to the average student that I needed in order to make my career here at Salisbury successful. I'm very excited to be a student here, I'm very excited to be a student leader here, and I cannot wait to see what the next 2 years bring.
Having so many different organizations and clubs, you're able to find out if you really enjoy something, will you love this for the rest of your life, and I feel like I've found that so far in my collegiate career.
And has helped me figure out that I would like a job pertaining to business in some way or another, but also
47-yard line.
Hello and welcome back to the Seagull Sports Network. We're back here. I'm Nick Lewis, my partner Steve Bowen. 1:25 remaining in the first corner. 2nd down and 2. Lanham's going to drop back to throw. Looking outside for Wilson. Looked like the pass was just out of reach. Octavian Wilson down that far sideline. But they did do a nice job getting Corey Williams off the field, able to walk off with some help. Now it'll be a 3rd down and 2 here for Salisbury. 1:19 remaining in the first.
On that last play, good job there by Mike Brewer, getting that lockdown defense against Wilson, able to force Lanham to try to throw it over the top. We got 3rd and 2 here for the Seagulls.
Lanham going to drop back, look to take it himself, try and get the first. It'll be close, but it does look like he got it. Yeah, they are going to say that was a 1st down. Looked to be about 2 on the carry.
Good call there by Lanham, realizing he had about 3 or 4 yards in front of him in the open space. Able to just run it through and get the extra 1st down. But Salisbury once again using this drive. The clock running down. We have just under a minute left here in the first quarter of play. Wesley still up 14-7 against the Seagulls.
Now 1st down and 10 right around midfield. Lanham going to fake the give, try to pitch it. It's going to be another fumble on the pitch. Luckily for Salisbury, Lanham able to get there and get on top of it, but it's going to be a 5-yard loss there on the play.
That was Kasim Glover. Guess Lanham just didn't see him coming through the line there. Glover doing a nice job, able to get his hand through there and bat it down. Almost had, I guess you would call that an interception there from behind the line. But Salisbury take another breath here as they have about 2nd and 15.
Yeah, just a handful of seconds left here in the first quarter. Probably not going to get the snap off. They won't. They're just going to let it run down. That'll be the end of quarter number 1 here at Seagull Stadium. Wesley currently leading 14-7 here, but Salisbury back with possession, looking to etch into this lead after that touchdown down the near sideline to Leonard Prue. But now as we get ready for the second quarter, it's going to be very important to see how Salisbury continues on this possession.
Yeah, Salisbury really just need to take the momentum they've had. They've been able to drive down the field the past couple of drives they had. They're able to actually get down the field kind of at their own pace. Doing a nice job against this Wesley defense. But, I mean, they really just need to be able to contain this Wesley run game that's just been running down their throats the whole time.
Absolutely. You take a look at some of the stats between these two teams. Salisbury with 7 first downs so far on the day. Wesley's got 4. Obviously, Salisbury, 2 of theirs coming in the air, 4 on the ground. And third down efficiency for Salisbury right around where they are on the season, around that 30% mark.
As you said before the game, Salisbury just under 30% of third down conversions. Not doing a whole lot better this game so far. 0 for 2 on third down.
As we start quarter number 2,
With about 2nd and 15.
Second down and 15 at the Seagull 46-yard line.
Now from the 46, trying to gain some yardage back after the fumble. Lanham able to jump on it. Second down, somebody's going to come in motion, but that looks to be a false start against Salisbury. Definitely some movement up front. Let's see who they decide to call it on, and it will indeed be false start against Salisbury. That's going to be Donald McNeil that moved early on the play. So now it'll be a 2nd down and 20 here for Salisbury. These mistakes doing them no favors.
Yeah, as you said, Salisbury already having a tough time on third down efficiency. Giving them this 2nd and 20. Not really helping themselves out at all. See what they do here with 2nd and long. Wouldn't be surprised to see them air it out here.
Dropping back, Lanham going to take it himself. Modest gain there on the play.
Rock Hunter on the stop. For the Wolverines.
Hunter able to get in there and make the play.
Bring up third down and 18.
It'll be a 3rd and 18 here as Salisbury gets ready to go. Going to have a tough play to try and make here if you're Jack Lanham. See what they decide to do. Already shown they're not afraid to take on this Wesley defense through the air. Wesley not giving a lot of room. Lanham going to get hit as he throws. That ball is going to fall short and incomplete. That's going to send the Salisbury punting unit out.
Lanham looked to have Fulks open. He had about a yard or two between him and his defender down the right side of the field. But as you said, Lanham hit as he throws, threw a little duck through the air. So wasn't able to complete that pass. So now once again, Salisbury punting on 4th down here.
Gillespie looking to continue his strong freshman campaign. He's already won a Player of the Week award so far this year. A little bit of a higher punt, but not a lot of distance. It is going to take a Salisbury bounce, however, and it's going to come to rest around the 14-yard line. Nice punt there from Gillespie.
Gillespie definitely one of the stars of this team, despite just being a punter. As you said, already has an NJAC honor so far this year. Definitely a solid lockdown punter. Now Wesley starting back at their own 15-yard line. See what they can do here with a lot of space to go.
First down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Mullen's going to hand this off to Pack. Outside carry, able to make some Seagulls miss, but a nice job there to get there defensively, showing some more resistance on those outside carries. Looked to be a gain of about 3 on the carry.
I think that's the best this Salisbury defense has done so far this game, able to contain Mack from the backfield, trying to bounce it around the outside.
17-yard
They got Pendleton and Peel out wide.
There, Mullen's going to give it out to Pack. Pack met in the backfield, able to get a small gain out of the play. Looked to be about 1. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and long for Wesley.
On the carry. Andrew Raines on the stop for the Seagulls. 2-yard gain will bring up 3rd down and 6.
6 yards to go for the Wolverines. They're going to come up to the line quick, give it outside to Peel, but Salisbury met and blows the play up. Nowhere to go for Peel. That's a nice job there defensively for Salisbury to hold strong.
Look to be Adewumi once again getting in there, able to break up that play. Salisbury, I think the first time holding Wesley to a 3 and out this game. Or excuse me, no, last time with the 3 passes, but second time able to hold him to a 3 and out. With about 12 and a half minutes here left in the first half of this game.
Nick Run set to punt for the Wolverines.
Gleason and Clark back to return. This one sent and a low punt. Going to be taken by Chris Clark, and Clark's going to have room down the far sideline. Clark met and goes out of bounds, but he's going to get down to the 30-yard line of the Wolverines.
Chris Clark finding a seam down the far side of the field. Doing a nice job, able to get through, but a huge hit coming from Mike Brewer on the punt, able to stop him at about, looks like the 32-yard line. Beautiful return there.
So now 12-10 left in the second quarter. Salisbury still down 7-14 to the Wolverines. Lanham trotting back out so far. Having a pretty solid day through the air. Going to look to continue. Meanwhile, on the play, modest gain there for the Seagulls. Look to be just a couple.
Fowler looked to have a seam around the outside, but was unable to get there as he was tracked down by Jay Holmes for Wesley. Holmes able to track down Fowler and hustle down and make sure he only gets a 2-yard gain. He's going to take Fowler out and bring back in Leonard Prue. Salisbury potentially airing it out here.
Interesting to see Octavian Wilson lined up in the slot. They're going to fake the give. Lanham's going to keep it going up the gut. He's going to have a big gain down to the 15-yard line, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Seagulls.
Zach Lanham, we've seen it all today. He can throw it and he can run through traffic when we need it. Getting hit by, looked to be 3 separate Wolverines before finally going down at about the 16-yard line. It's back in now. Hunter Cleaver. Another wideout for Salisbury checking into the game.
Now 1st down and 10 from the 16, 11 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Salisbury knocking on the door. Looked like we had some players move early once again. Looked to be a false start for Salisbury.
False start, number 23.
That was Hopeton Mayer that got flagged for the play. That'll be a 5-yard penalty, and that'll back Salisbury up.
Yeah, you've seen a couple of these already this game. Salisbury really just shooting themselves in the foot with these mistakes here.
The penalty is 1st and 15 for the Seagulls at the Wolverine 21.
Octavian Wilson back out of the game. Cleaver out wide for the Seagulls.
They'll fake the give, look for the pitch. They got a blocker out in front, down the far sideline, and that's going to be a touchdown for Salisbury.
Look to be Shamar Gray, I believe. Hard to see numbers from up here. Looked like Shamar Gray able to bounce it around the outside, as we talked about before. Gray, another one of these threats around the outside for the Seagulls, as they're looking to tie this game up here with about 10.5 minutes left in the first half of this game.
Yeah, huge play there from Shamar Gray. Had a touchdown in the last game against Montclair. Now the extra point here. Salisbury looking to tie this one up. And that'll be up, and it'll be straight down the middle. And now with 10:33 remaining in quarter number 2, we are tied up at 14-14 here in Salisbury.
Wesley was able to take that early lead. Salisbury looked like they were going to have a rough time this entire game going against the Salisbury defense, but they're able to regroup, bring it back together. Now able to come back from 2 scores and tie this game up.
Absolutely, and we talked about it early, but a key in this game for the Wolverines is going to be time possession. And looking at it right now, Salisbury has a clear advantage. Salisbury's held on for 13 and a half minutes so far. Wesley just under 6 minutes of possession, and that partially due to those 2 quick 3-and-outs.
Wesley back to return now. Looking to make up for those 2 scores they gave up for Salisbury.
Bert Schreckengoss getting ready to send this one deep.
Look to be Ryan Clemens and Marcellus Pack. Back there to return. Pack couldn't see the ball for a second, bobbled it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of a short kick there from Schreckengoss, but a nice return for Pack is going to get this one down to about the 33-yard line.
Pack had to block the sun for a second, looked to not be able to see the ball, but was able to get a running start into the ball to propel him to get a couple more yards on that return. Now Wesley with decent field position, about the 33.
10:27 remaining in quarter number 2. We're knotted up at 14. Wesley has the ball, first down and 10 from their own 33. Mullen takes the snap. It'll be a give up the gut, but Salisbury all over that one. Great play made up the middle.
Xavier Drummond, the ball carrier, but absolutely nowhere to go. Immediately stopped by this Salisbury defensive line.
No gain on the play. It'll be a second down and 10. Now under 10 minutes left in quarter number 2.
Second and 10.
Here comes the snap. They're going to give it out wide. Has a lane. Nice job there to get there, but a good run for Wesley. Cortez Simpson there on the play. Going to make this a third down and about 2.
Nice job by Haraquagova. Able to get over, throw a mean shoulder out, preventing from the first down, forcing them once again with a 3rd and 2 to try to convert.
Mullen trying to communicate with his backfield. 10 seconds on the play clock. Man comes in motion. Here comes the snap. They're going to give it to Pack. Pack's going to get close. Carroll coming in and laying a mean hit. And that's going to be a 4th and about 1 or maybe even inches there.
Sean Carroll coming in with a big shoulder to the head. Able to stop him off.
They're going to come up quick to the line, try to sneak it across. Salisbury's going to get in there. It's going to be close. It looks like they're going to say they shut it down.
Wesley tried to come back to the line quickly there to see if they can catch him off guard and able to get it past the first down marker. But it looks like the Salisbury defense just completely stood up the Wesley offensive line.
We'll see what the decision is. We've yet to see an official signal.
Official timeout on the field for measurements.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to come bring the sticks into measure. It's going to be close either way, but nice job up there by Wesley to get up to the line and try to catch Salisbury off guard, but that front line ready for it.
Yeah, even better job by that, as you said, that Salisbury front line. Able to get up there and be prepared for him to hike the ball. We're going to have to check to see now when he measures it. From up here, it looked like he came up short.
We'll see what the call is, and it is going to be short by a few chain links, and Salisbury gets the stop on 4th. A big stop there with 8:40 remaining in quarter number 2 as that offense is going to trot onto the field in enemy territory.
2-yard line.
Huge stop there by the Salisbury defense. Offense going to use this momentum, try to put them up in this game with amazing field position. Looks to be at about the 42.5-yard line. Salisbury, we've seen it before. They're able to throw the ball deep and score from this distance. But we'll see how they handle the situation.
So now first down and 10 from the 42-yard line. Jack Lanham under center for Salisbury. Fowler's going to come in motion. Lanham loses the ball. He's going to look back downfield. Ball's going to be short. Should have been intercepted by Wesley. And that play, a little bit of miscommunication and just not great from the snap, as that could have easily been a turnover for Jack Lanham.
Yeah, Isaiah Mitchell kind of turned around at the last second there while defending. Unable to see the ball bounce right off his chest, but Lanham, a dangerous throw there. Fumbled it from the start, was just kind of looking to hail it deep there. But called a little break and able to get the 2nd and 10.
Yeah, not a bad idea there, coming off of the 4th down stop. Turnover on downs. Try to go downfield early, but not doing there for Salisbury. It'll be a 2nd down and 10. Looks like Lanham will keep it, and he's going to have grass in front of him. Getting down the field, he's going to be tripped up just outside of the 10-yard line.
Jack Lanham, we've said it before, we'll say it again, can throw it deep and can run the ball. About a 30-yard run there, able to set up amazing field position for the Seagulls right outside the 10-yard line.
This Wesley defense has struggled to contain Lanham on the ground here early, getting some big carries on that triple option. Already Lanham was 6 for 49 here today. Now first down and 10 from the 10. Lanham going to give it up the gut. Little modest gain there for Hopeton Mayer. Going to get down to around the 7-yard line.
Hopeton Mayer really just doing all you can do when you're inside the 10-yard line, doing a nice job getting a couple extra yards, bringing them closer to that goal line. They're going to take Octavian Wilson out of the game for now. Bring back in Devin Folks.
See what they decide to do now. Getting inside the 10. It'll be 2nd and goal just outside the 7. Lanham under center, going to take the snap. Not going to give it. Try to get past a couple defenders, but Wesley ready for the keeper that time. Going to get him inside the 5, though, down to about the 4.
I think we've seen a lot with the Salisbury offense. They're always interchanging people back and forth, especially the wide receivers, the slot backs, the running backs, anything they have. Doing a nice job keeping some fresh legs in there. As we say that, Shamar Gray now coming in the game. Looks like it's going to be Fowler coming out, and Octavian Wilson going back in for Devin Folks. As you said, always changing people in and out, able to keep some fresh legs in the backfield.
Just under 7 minutes remaining here in quarter number 2. 14-14, Salisbury 4 yards from pay dirt. Lanham going to pitch it out. Some blocking, and there a great play made by Salisbury as Gleason's able to get it in.
Gleason, we've talked about him before. He's going to be a problem for this Wesley defense, and he shows it right there. Able to get that 7-yard rush right around the corner of the end zone. And Salisbury goes up 20-14 with about 6.5 minutes left in the first half of play here at Seagull Stadium.
Yeah, that's a huge play from our player to watch on the day, Chad Gleason, giving Salisbury their first lead of the contest. And now for the extra point, Bert Schreckengoss going to put this one up. And that is good. Salisbury now leading 21-14 here in the Route 13 rivalry. Looking to get another notch in the win column as Gleason takes that one in.
As you said, I'm going to reiterate it throughout the game. Salisbury down 21-8 in this Route 13 rivalry. They're coming into this game hot, ready to go, and they've shown it so far. Starting off the game, couple deep passes, couple deep runs, able to show it off here. And they have stepped on the gas, and they have not stopped.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about it a little earlier. That last year's win for Wesley did go into overtime. Wolverines came out with a 19-13 victory. But the last time, and this is something important to watch, last time Salisbury was able to get the win, it was a shootout, 38-35. This one looking to be a lot similar in style. That was in 2015. Now Salisbury looking to keep the feet on the gas here. 6:35 remaining, just taking a 21-14 lead. Now preparing to send this one deep.
Sends it deep into the end zone. Mack going to take it out.
Yeah, Pack had to look for that one once again. Nice job on the coverage there. He's going to get out of bounds. Salisbury there ready for that one.
A 26-yard return, 1st and 10 for Wesley College at the Wolverine 26-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to mark him right around the 26. Now this Wesley offense going to have to try and find some rhythm here, as it's really been all Salisbury since they went up with that 14-0 lead.
Yeah, I was about to say, Wesley came out strong, able to take that 14-0 lead very early in the game, in the first quarter. But ever since then, they've really just been stood up. I said they came out that one drive where Salisbury scored, threw the ball 3 times, were unable to complete a single one. So, I mean, we'll see how they can handle being down 7-0. As it looked like we have a Wolverine jumping off sides.
Yeah, it looks like we've had our 3rd false start here of the game, this time on Wesley. That's going to be a little costly there. I believe that was Angel Guerrero who jumped. It's going to put Wesley in a little bit more difficult of a position on the play. 1st and 15 now from the 21.
For the same thing, this Wesley offense, they get into their own head sometimes. They jump on the ball. That really just propels them kind of going down.
Open receiver down the field, though. Wesley going to answer back quick, and that's a blown coverage for Salisbury, getting past the defense, and just like that, we're tied up once again. Quick one-play touchdown for Wesley.
Ricky Hess, the tight end seam right up the middle. No one guarding him. Nearest one when he caught it was about 10 yards away. And once he caught that ball, he was not stopping. Taking that ball, looked to be about 60-something yards. Further score is Salisbury and Wesley about to be tied at 21 with the point after from Nick Brunn.
Snap comes, good hold. That's going to be good on the point after attempt. And now we are tied up once again here in Seagull Stadium, 21-21 after that quick touchdown on a perfect pass from Mullen, finding his tight end wide open.
Looks like this game so far, I know it's not even halftime yet, but it looks like it's going to be just like the 2015 win Salisbury had. It's going to be a shootout the whole time. We're ready for it.
Absolutely, Steve, and we've talked about time of possession. Well, you don't need to win time of possession if you can score in one play like that. And wide open down the middle, Wesley able to get right back. And like you said, this rivalry always an interesting one to watch. Last year it was a defensive showdown. This year it looks like it's going to be the 2 offenses going toe-to-toe. But we've got 6:12 remaining here in quarter number 2. Tied up at 21.
Damian King and Octavian Wilson in the back for Salisbury, looking to give him some good field position. Short kick.
Yeah, King's going to take this one. Wesley there, ready for it. Nice coverage and a nice tackle made on the play by Dominique Daniel.
Yeah, Salisbury looked like they were going to be running a return to the right. Kick ended up going to the left. And he said Damian King had nowhere to go. Wesley immediately surrounded him.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Salisbury 19. 6:08 remains. Now this Salisbury offense is going to look to answer back once again. It's been 2 different approaches here on offense. A little more methodical, a little longer drives for the Salisbury offense. As this one comes up, they're going to give it up the middle for a gain of maybe 1. But you look at the Wesley offense, the drives they've been able to score on, they've been quick hitters, 1 or 2 play drives that have led them straight down the field. And it'll be interesting to see how Salisbury can respond and see if the big plays from Wesley can continue.
Yeah, 2 of the 3 touchdowns they have were off of the first plays of that drive for Wesley. Salisbury really just needs to contain that offense, but as we've seen so far, beginning of the game, they need to contain the run. They've done that so far, but Wesley, they just went through the air and they were able to do it then.
2nd down and 9. Lanham under center is going to fake the give. Look downfield. He's got a man, Octavian Wilson, but the throw just a little too high. Wilson can't get to it. He had the Wesley defense beat. But that's going to be a little bit of a miss there for Lanham. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9.
Lanham's definitely going to want that one back. Just missed Wilson by about a yard or 2. Just overthrew him. Bringing up 3rd and 9 here for the Seagulls. See how they're going to handle this situation here. They're deep into their own territory at about the 20-yard line. A good punt here from Gillespie. Could hopefully send them back deep, but Salisbury looking to get these 9 yards.
Lanham takes the snap, going to drop straight back to pass. Stumbling a little bit there on the play. And that's going to fall incomplete. Cleaver couldn't quite stay on his feet. Tried to reach out with one hand and bring it in, but couldn't. That's going to bring Gillespie back out.
Yeah, Cleaver, if he didn't take that little trip up there, he was wide open around the corner. Beautiful route. Little 10 and out to the sideline, but as you said, slipped up a little bit, wasn't able to get a handle on the ball. Gillespie now back to punt for the Seagulls. Looking to send it real deep. Cortez Simpson back for the Wolverines.
Yeah, high arcing punt here. Simpson going to make the catch. Going to have a little bit of grass in front of him, but a great tackle made there on the play. I believe that was Sam Pagella able to get there and make the special teams play.
Correction, Sam Pagella on the stop for the Seagulls.
That punt just Salisbury's third of the day. Wesley has 2 on the day now as well.
At the Wolverine 46-yard line.
So it'll be a 1st and 10. Wolverines on their own 46-yard line. Looking to make something happen here 5 minutes before halftime. Here's Mullen. Going to take the snap in the gun, get the handoff over to Simpson. Salisbury defense does a nice job of containing.
Simpson looking for a hole in the near side of the field, but as we've seen a couple times already this game, Salisbury defense able to swarm him. He had nowhere to go. That's going to bring up now 2nd and 8, that 2-yard gain.
Yeah, we've seen Harold Quigova in on a lot of plays here for this Salisbury defense. That play, one of them as well. Now 2nd and 8, Mullen dropping back. Pressure in his face, going to have to just try and get that one away. It will fall incomplete. A nice job there to blow that play up. I believe that was Felix Fonmadig in there on the play.
Yeah, Fonmadig, as you said, in there on the play, doing a nice job forcing Mullen to essentially just throw it straight to the ground. That would have been a loss of about 5 or 6 yards on that sack. They got 3rd and 8 here.
Mullen's going to drop back. There's a whistle coming in. We'll see what the flag is on. Looked like it might have been some early movement.
False start. Offense, number 1.
And that's exactly what it will be. They'll get Cortez Simpson for a false start, and that's going to make this 3rd down a little harder.
Salisbury getting another little break here with that false start call, but as we've seen before on their last drive, they can send it deep, and they will do it if they need to. So they shouldn't expect them. They should be ready for a deep pass.
Absolutely. 3rd down and 13. Wesley in the gun. You got trips to the far side. Mullen's going to take the snap, look back. Going to have to try and send this one, but again, blown up on the play. And a nice job there to get in and force the incompletion. Looked like that was Matthew McFarland.
Doing a nice job. Mullen had a lot of time there in the pocket, but no one was open. The D-line's doing a nice job trying to get around, but McFarland able to get through and break up that pass.
43-yard line.
So 4th and 13 will bring out the punting unit for Wesley. Looks like it'll be sent deep now. Brunn doing the punting duties as well for Wesley. Now this one hauled in, well defended by Wesley. Chad Gleason had nowhere to go on the return.
And immediately, Jemuel Cypress there on the stop, able to get through.
At the Salisbury University 25-yard line.
Salisbury going to start with it at their own 25. Gleason coming off the field. We got Shamar Gray in the in the backfield for the Seagulls. Looks like we got Cleaver out wide, Fowler in the backfield as well, and Octavian Wilson on the far side of the field.
First down and 10 from the 25. 4:10 remaining in quarter number 2. Lanham going to drop back to pass. Going to have to get away from the pressure. He's going to tuck it and run and have green grass down the near side. And it looks like he's going to get enough for a first down on the scramble.
Lanham doing a nice job. Had Octavian Wilson wide open in the middle of the field, but with that pressure coming, able to tuck that ball and run with it. And able to get, looked to be about a 20-yard gain. Excuse me, about a 15-yard run there, getting the Salisbury first down.
Lanham doing it on the ground today for Salisbury. Tacking up quite a few carries and a lot of yards here. Already had 69 yards on the ground before that carry. Now this time Lanham going to pitch it on the first down play, and a great job there to get off the block and make the tackle. That was Isaiah Mitchell getting in.
Mark Gray, the ball carrier. Back out of bounds by Isaiah
Clock
Mitchell.
kicking down now, under 3:15 remaining in quarter number 2. Knotted up at 21 each.
Salisbury trying to use as much time as they can, but also get them down the field to hopefully get a score right before they have to kick off to Wesley at the end of halftime.
Second down and 5. Lanham under center. Takes the snap, going to fake the give, but a defender in his face, and another one coming in. That's going to be a sack for the Wesley defense, and a nice job getting in there. Looked like it was Will Scott and Shamir Vessels on the play, blowing that one up.
Yeah, Lanham, as we saw before, able to get away from a lot of the pressure, but that one had nowhere to go, forcing him to just sit down on that one, bringing up a big 3rd and 12.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do here is give Wesley the ball back with time to try and add their lead before half, especially because they get the ball in the second half. So 3rd down, Lanham's going to drop back. Look to throw, nothing open. He's going to extend the play. He's going to look for Fowler, but there is contact downfield, and the flag will come in on the play. We'll see what the official call is, but there was clearly contact that prevented Fowler from making the catch.
Beautiful job by Jack Lanham, able to get away from the pressure once again from this Wesley defensive line, and Fowler ran a good route, was wide open over the middle, but there was definitely some contact there. Thus the flag being thrown. We'll wait for the call on the field, but we're pretty sure we know what it is.
Pass interference, defense, number 30, 15-yard penalty.
That's going to be on.
After the penalty, it is 1st and 10 for the Seagulls.
It's going to be on,
Wolverine territory.
excuse me, Naheem Howell
At the 46-yard line.
for Wesley. A costly penalty there, giving Salisbury a 1st and 10 at the 46 with just under 2 minutes left to play here in the half.
Yeah, that's a big 15-yard penalty on the play. Gives Salisbury a fresh set of downs, and it stops the clock with 1:54 remaining in the first half. Little miscommunication here. Lanham going to call for a timeout. That'll be the first one Salisbury will burn in this first half, but clearly something he didn't like there.
As you said, Salisbury done a nice job not using their timeout so far. Wait until they had the ball with under 2 minutes left. Run a little 2-minute drill with 2 timeouts left. Hopefully put one in the end zone and put them up before halftime.
Yeah, it was a nice job, as you said, by Lanham, able to escape, and that's what he's been doing all day for this Salisbury team, and he's done a great job of it. Really impressive debut on the ground here, doing a nice job of racking up these yards. Meanwhile, let's take a look at those key points. Salisbury able to get a lot of yards here on the ground today, as they usually do. Lanham's got 62 so far. Shamar Gray with 28 and a touchdown. Fowler has 22. Mayer has 17. Gleason with 13 and a touchdown. But more importantly, taking a look at the 3rd down conversion percentage here, Salisbury up at 43%, one of their better marks. And that's what they're going to need to continue to do against this Wesley defense, especially if they want to hold on to a lead. So now, first down and 10 at the Wesley 46-yard line. Salisbury looking to put one in here, take the lead before the break. Lanham's going to pitch it out to Gray. Gray's got a blocker, and he's got some grass in front of him. That's going to be a first down for Salisbury past the 30-yard line.
Shamar Gray looked to have about a 17-yard run there, getting Salisbury just a little bit closer to that end zone.
17-yard gain. And good.
Obviously, with the first down, it'll stop the clock temporarily, but now clock will start rolling again. First and 10 from the 29. Salisbury here knocking on the door of the red zone. Man in motion. Lanham's going to take the snap, fake the pitch. He's got a man open, but another miss. Shamar Gray had the defense burnt, would have walked in, and that's a brutal miss on the play there from Lanham.
Shamar Gray diving, reaching out for that ball, fully extended, almost had a tip on it, but unable to haul it in. It's now second and 10 with under a minute and a half left in the first half of play.
And if there is some encouragement to see here for the Salisbury offense from those plays where they've just been a little bit off, you at least know the plays you're calling are working. You're just not getting the outcome yet. And a couple of these balls on the line, we're looking at a totally different ball game here.
Yeah, just those little details they got to work on.
Now second down, Lanham gets the pitch out to Gleason. A great block thrown there. Gleason's going to get down around the 10-yard line.
That block coming from Tyler Norwood. The big 6'5", 295 senior. Throwing, putting his body on the line to give Gleason an extra couple yards.
Great play there, and now it's first and 10 from the 12. This Salisbury offense moving here today. We've got 1:13 remaining in the first half.
Leonard Prue back wide for Salisbury. As we have, looks to be Miles Christian in the backfield.
Lanham's going to fake the give. Look for someone downfield. Going to have to shed a few defenders, and he is going to go down.
Couple of Wolverines on that play. It looked to be Kasim Glover again and Jay Holmes in on the sack. Salisbury takes their second timeout of the game. Excuse me, of the game.
Yeah, trying to preserve some of this time here after that stop. Salisbury with one timeout remaining in the game. Wesley has two to their credit after that one early timeout used. But a big-time play there, and now Salisbury creeping up here in the offensive categories. 15 first downs on the day. Wesley has just 5, and 2 of those coming through the air for Salisbury, but 11 coming on the ground, 2 coming via penalty. Salisbury doing a nice job. 39 total plays, 236 total yards, averaging 6 yards a play, 61 yards passing so far.
As you said earlier, Nick, this game is going to be a shootout like the one we saw last year and the one in 2015. These teams just going back and forth. Looked like they were going to run away with it. Wesley, in the beginning of the game, going up early, but Salisbury doing a nice job hunkering down and keeping it even at 21 now, but hoping to go up 28-21 right before halftime.
Yeah, Lanham starting off hot through the air, but since now 2 of 8 through the air with 61 yards. Now second down and 11. Snap comes. It's going to be a pitch to the outside. Shamar Gray trying to make some people miss. Did he stay in bounds? They're going to say he stepped out. Gray obviously upset with that. He thought he stayed in on the play. Awful close to pay dirt there was Shamar Gray.
Dante Daniel forced him out. That'll bring up third down for the Seagulls. 3rd and 5 from the 7-yard line.
So now 3rd down and 5.
Gray was tightrope walking down the near side of the field. Thought he got in, but
on the play, Lanham going to keep that one. Modest gain there.
Inside the 5.
Clock continuing to tick down now. They're going to get inside the 5-yard line. We'll see what they decide to do. The clock is rolling. 4th down and 2 for the Seagulls on the 4-yard line of Wesley.
4th down for the Seagulls at the 4-yard line.
Lanham, a little confusion here. His clock still running down here.
Yeah, Coach Wood going to wait, burn as much of this time as he can until about 3 on the play clock and burn the timeout.
Their 3rd and final timeout of the first half.
Going to send the field goal unit on as Bert Schreckengoss comes out. Smart decision there by Coach Wood to prevent Wesley from getting much time.
Salisbury doing a nice job using their final timeout to confirm, or at least make sure they have a better chance of scoring.
Opting to go for the lead here. Only 4 yards from the end zone. Going to take the field goal try with Bert Schreckengoss.
Bert Schreckengoss on to attempt a 21-yard field goal.
Whistle coming, and now we'll have a timeout called by Wesley.
Their 2nd timeout of the first half.
Wesley trying to freeze the kicker here. Trying to freeze Schreckengoss.
Going to look to keep this one at 21-21. Salisbury, though, down 14-0 early in this game. They've certainly done a strong job of getting back in it, and the offense has really been rolling despite some of Lanham's struggles through the air.
Yeah, Lanham starting off hot in the air, as we saw in the beginning of the game, but as you said, has been struggling a little bit later in the game. I don't know, hopefully they can regroup at halftime, see if they can try to go through the air a little more in the second half.
Some of this is aided by the fact that he's 11 of 64 on the ground, or averaging around 6 yards a carry. Meanwhile, Shamar Gray and Chad Gleason both averaging around 10 a carry with a touchdown each. Now 15 seconds left in the first half. Schreckengoss going to attempt the field goal for Salisbury. Snap comes, the hold is down. Schreckengoss kick is up, and it is through. And now Salisbury has taken a 24-21 lead with 10 seconds to play in the first half.
Yeah, good call there by Coach. Realizing you have a better chance of getting points if you kick it through the upright, so not taking any chances. Sending Schreckengoss in there to get him up 24-21. Now Wesley, see what they can do with 10 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, Salisbury going to have to be careful on the kick coverage here. We've seen some decent returns from Wesley, and obviously that's the last thing you want. You want to just wrap this one up, get into the locker room, take that 3-point lead in, and look to come out strong on defense.
Probably not going to see a deep kick here by Schreckengoss. Going to keep it on the ground to hopefully let that clock run out a little more. But as you said, Salisbury need to be sure they lock down those sidelines, because as we said, we've seen from Pack especially a couple good returns.
So now Schreckengoss back to send this one deep. Pack looking to make something happen on the return. This one's sent deep. It is a deep kick. Going to carry into the end zone. Pack's going to run it out. Looking to find some lane here, but he's going to be blown up at around the 15-yard line.
Interesting.
Now 4 seconds on the clock.
Interesting call there by Pack to take it out. I mean, if I were in his shoes, I would have just taken a knee back there and give your offense the full 10 seconds to hopefully send one deep. But decided to take it out, bring it out to about the 15-yard line. And now Salisbury definitely going to have to cover deep.
Yeah, but with 4 seconds now, I'd be surprised to see Wesley do anything but take a knee and take this one to the locker room.
True.
Maybe a little bit more time to work with those 10 seconds, but now only just 4. It only gives you one deep shot, and you're at your own 15. Probably just want to knee this one down and take it in. Before we go to the locker room, though, we'll have a timeout from Wesley. That'll be their 3rd and final timeout before the break. Some miscommunication there between Mullen and his sideline. That prompted the timeout, and with 4 seconds, we'll see what they decide to do. Be interesting if they try to send this one downfield, but Not a lot of time to work with.
Wesley, not a lot of time to work with. As you said, 4 seconds left in the half. But as we also said before this game, they're able to score off of one play. So maybe we say something different.
If the score holds now, it'll be 17 second quarter points, putting Salisbury back in the game. Now Lanham in the pistol formation with 4 seconds left. We'll see what they decide to do. They're going to give the handoff to Pat, give him one chance to make something happen. Has some grass ahead, but going to be tackled around the 25, and that's going to do it in the first half. Your Salisbury University Seagulls holding on to a 24-21 lead following 17 second quarter points. Able to get back in this game after going down 14-0, but a big time decision there, taking the lead into half for Salisbury as Wesley gets the ball, and Salisbury will look to come out strong defensively in the second half.
Yeah, Salisbury, as we said earlier, did a nice job. Went down 14-0 early. That didn't mean anything to them, though. They came out in that other drive, able to come out, put some points on the board, come back. Done a nice job with the shootout so far against these Wolverines.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, here from the Seagull Sports Network, we will take a break, and we'll be back here for the second half of action between these two squads. Be sure to stick around. Hello and welcome back to the Seagull Sports Network. I'm Nick Lewis, alongside me my partner Steve Bowen, and we are here for the second half of the Route 13 rivalry between Salisbury University and Wesley College. These two top 15 football programs in Division III going head-to-head, and it was a thriller of a first half. If you missed it, 24-21 is our score right now, and there was plenty of highlights to go around in that first period.
Yeah, first half of play, Wesley started off really strong, going up 14-0 in the first half early. First play of the game for them, first play from scrimmage. 60-yard touchdown run for, I'm sorry, I forget who that was. Excuse me, Marcellus Pack. 60-yard touchdown run to start the game for them. Another touchdown following that as well, but Salisbury did not put themselves out of the fight. Able to come back with 2 scores of their own and tie it up. We're able to go on top, 21-0 with a run from Shamar Gray. But Wesley able to come back with Salisbury one more field goal. Ending the first half on top. Going to take that momentum into the second half as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking at the two offenses for these teams, Lanham started off hot through the air with 2 completions for 61 and a touchdown, but he had 6 straight incompletions to close out the half. Rushing for the Seagulls, it was spread around quite well. Lanham had 11 attempts for 64 yards. Mayer had 8 carries just for 17. Fowler had 6 carries for 22. But Gleason and Gray, both averaging around 10 yards a carry, and both have a touchdown on the day. Looking at the offense for the Wolverines, John Mullins so far in this game, 4 of 8 for 94 and a touchdown. Can't complain with that stat line. Rushing, though, it's been all Marcellus Pack. He's been returning, he's been rushing, and he's really been one of the key factors for this Wesley offense. He's got 8 carries for 104 yards, obviously. One of those was that big 51-yard run to open the game for Wesley. Along with that, obviously, was the touchdown, but kickoff returns as well. Pack's got 4 returns for 99 yards, his longest on the day, 29. But now getting ready to get underway here. Anticipation building for the kickoff, and then it falls off the tee. So we'll try to do this one again.
As we said, Pack way back there for Wesley. Ready to return this ball. Hoping to start off strong for this Wesley offense. Give them some good field position to start off the second half.
Yeah, Schreckengoss getting ready to send this one deep. Low kick, but it will travel far back to around the 3. Returning this one. Pack's got a lane, only Schreckengoss to beat, and Schreckengoss is able to force him out. But what a way to come out of the gate for the Wolverines.
Pack looks like he got to about the 32-yard line in Seagull territory. And that's exactly the start you want if you're Wesley, the start of this half. Marcellus Pack, low kick, getting a running start at it and not stopping. Taking off, good thing Schreckengoss was there, or else Pack would have had 6 more points on the board for Wesley.
Absolutely, and Pack, one of these dangerous offensive pieces for the Wolverines. But we saw it a lot in the first half. Salisbury's defense going to put in an uncomfortable position here to open the second. Obviously have the 3-point lead, but giving Wesley possession in your territory. Now here's 1st and 10. Mullen going to give it up the middle. Modest gain there of about 1.
Something that Salisbury's done really well is able to stop the runs up the middle by Wesley. But as we said earlier, Pack able to bounce around the outside and get these big runs. But we saw the late in the first half, they're able to stop that as well. Hopefully nothing changed during halftime. They're able to continue to contain these running backs.
Now here's Mullen, 1st and 10. 2nd and 9. Going to come up the gut, and not much there either. Gain of about 3.
Small little gain for Mullen.
Yeah, Bernardo in on that play. Surprisingly, we haven't called his name a whole lot today.
Pat Bernardo, a guy we normally talk about at least 10 times during other broadcasts, but hasn't been doing a whole lot much this game. But Wesley trying to work on their 1 of 5 third down efficiency this game.
There's Mullen going to have to just get that one away from the pressure by that Seagull defensive line. Nice job to get it away, but it's going to bring up a 4th and 6.
Look to be Sam Pavlik in there with the pressure, forcing Wesley to pass, to throw it basically to the ground on third down. Looks like they're going to go for it here. Well, 4th and 6 to start off the second half.
Yeah, not too hard to think of why. I mean, you got a free possession here almost inside the enemy territory. If you don't get it, you're basically giving Salisbury possession not too far near the midfield mark there. That one swung to the outside, well covered by Salisbury. Sean Carroll there near the play along with Miles Christian, able to get off the field, and that's going to put Salisbury's offense out there.
Lanham back out on the field, trying to work on that 2-and-8 pass attempt to completion.
Yeah, Wesley opting to go for it there. Little high risk, or low risk, high reward, if you will, as Salisbury not exactly getting a big field possession advantage from that.
As we said before the half, Salisbury, they have these deep passes. These receivers are getting past the cornerbacks from Wesley, but the passes are just missing by maybe a yard or so. Hopefully they worked on that a little bit.
Yeah, they'll start this one up the gut. Hopeton Mayer going to get the carry. Looks to be a gain of about 3. Vessels in there along with Daniel to make the tackle. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 7.
Salisbury, as we said before this game, 29.7% on third downs. The first half play here, 37.5. Doing a little bit better, but not really where they want to be.
Yeah, Lanham going to swing this one out to Wilson on the wide receiver screen, but not much there. Wilson gets tackled, maybe a gain of 1 or 2.
A gain of 2 yards.
That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 now for this Salisbury offense. These 3rd downs, something Salisbury's done a lot better today. We talked about that in the first half. They have a lot better percentage on 3rd downs here, up over around 40% today. 3 of 8. Like to make that a little better here, go 4 of 9. And now Lanham's going to drop back and look. Got a man open on the sideline, and a nice job there, little pitch and catch. And that's a nice job there. Going to give it over to Devin Folks, and that's going to be a 1st down.
Devin Folks, nice little 5-and-out route, 10-and-out route to the sidelines. Jack Lanham putting it perfectly right at the sideline. Didn't need to do too much there. Nice little catch and get out of bounds.
Yeah, nice job there by Folks getting separation on the play, and then obviously Lanham able to deliver an accurate pass. Now it'll be a 1st and 10 from their own 42. Lanham going to keep. He's going to have some room, and Lanham's going to break a tackle now. It's a foot race down the near side, and Lanham trying to get away. Ultimately won't, but down around the 5-yard line. Lanham breaking away once again. Nice job there for Wesley. Isaiah Mitchell able to make the tackle, but what a run from Lanham.
Good work there by Chad Gleason, too. You see him running alongside Lanham down the sideline. Gets a little tripped up, but turns that trip into a block somehow. I don't know how he did it, but it worked and gave Lanham a couple more yards to get him down to the 6-yard line. Huge run there by Lanham.
That'll be a 52-yard gain for Jack Lanham. Now on 1st down, they're going to get the pitch out to the far side. Gray trying to make something happen, but well stopped down inside the 5 by the Wesley defense.
Salisbury coming out strong in this second half of play. Doing a nice job running it right down the throat of this Wesley defense. Coming out aggressive, showing them that we're going to come out hot and we're going to show it that we can march down this field and score.
Jack Lanham now the leading rusher in this game with 116 yards on the ground. 2nd down and goal from the 3. Lanham going to keep it, try to get in, and he will. That's going to be a touchdown for Salisbury.
Lanham, little 3-yard rush, perfect way to cap off this drive by him, getting that huge 52-yard rush, getting them down to that 7-yard line, able to punch it in at the end to give Salisbury the 30-21 lead here at the beginning of the second half.
Absolutely, and Big point after attempt here. Salisbury trying to go up by 10 now. Huge way to start this second half with Wesley opening with possession. Now Bert Schreckengoss for the point after. That's going to be up, and it will be good. 31-21, your score here at Seagull Stadium, leading Wesley 31-21 with 10:27 remaining in the third. And really, what a job this Salisbury team did coming out of the locker room.
Yeah, as you said, nice job by this Salisbury team coming out the locker room, coming out hot. But Wesley isn't one of these teams that's just going to roll over. They're going to come back strong with this next drive. Hopefully cut this lead down.
See the Salisbury crowd now getting into it after going down early. Doing a nice job of hanging in there after going down 14-0, as we said. But since that point, besides the one Wesley touchdown on the tight end seam, it's really been Salisbury holding a bulk of this momentum. And now this Seagull defense going to look to get Salisbury the ball back and try to grow the lead.
Back deep to receive the kickoff. Marcellus Pack for the Wolverines.
Pack once again at the goal line awaiting the kick. Had a huge return to start off the second half of this game. Got down to about the 36-yard line. Definitely looking to try to do the same thing again.
This kick a little higher from Schreckengoss. Going to give Pack the ball around the 10. Nice job there on special teams. The tackle was made by Salisbury right around the 25-yard line.
But Casey Counts coming in. I watched him the whole way, able to shed a couple blockers there, able to come in and complete it. Nice job getting him the stop. Looks to be about the 27-yard line.
So now coming back onto the field is this Wolverine offense. Looking to find something here. Don't want to let Salisbury try and run away with it.
Mullen still in the backfield. Shotgun
First down
formation.
and 10. Snap comes. Mullen's going to have to shed a sack, and he will. Fires it across and finds Peel on the sideline. Nice job there. Looked like he had the foot in. Nice catch made by our player to watch here today for the Wolverines. Obviously, one of Mullen's favorite targets on this Wesley offense, and that'll be a first down.
Said Mullen doing a nice job. Salisbury bringing the pressure on him right there. Able to shed a tackler and put it right in the hands of Peel right around the sideline.
First down and 10. Split back formation. Mullen takes the snap. Going to get this out to the flat. Open on the near side. Nice job there. That one is brought in by Leroy Pendleton.
John Mullen's pass is complete to Leroy Pendleton.
Looks like that'll be around second down and 2.
It's a gain of 9. Second down and 1 in Salisbury territory at the 42 for the Wolverines.
Wesley coming out a little more aggressive this drive than they did last time, putting the ball in the air like we know they can do. Like here once again.
Just has to get that one away. Mullen blown up on the play. Gonna have to sling that one. Simpson can't hold on to it.
That will bring up third down and 1 for the Wolverines at the Seagull 42.
So now a big third down and 1 for this Wesley offense. Currently at the Seagull 42-yard line with 9:14 remaining in the third quarter, trailing 10.
That D-line looking to do what we know they can do. Stop them right here.
Snap comes. They're going to try and give it up the middle. It's going to get bounced outside. Nice job there to find a lane and get the first down from Xavier Drummond.
Drummond doing a nice job. A little shifty footwork there. A couple spin moves here and there. Able to get through and get a solid about 8-yard gain. Able to move the chains for the Wolverines as they are marching down this field with just under 9 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, certainly. This is exactly the drive they needed to try and answer back from that Salisbury touchdown. Mullen's going to bring Simpson in motion. Handoff goes to Drummond once again, and that'll be a modest gain of about 2.
On the carry. Patrick Bernardo on the stop.
Bernardo on the stop.
3-yard gain.
Like we said earlier, haven't called his name too much today, but the second half, called him twice. Able to step up and make that play. Got second down and 7 for Wesley. Oh, quick snap here. Come to the outside. Almost had a lane. Was Mike Credle on the outside. Getting a solid about 4-yard gain. Bring it up 3rd and 2.
Yeah, Pat Bernardo quietly having a pretty good day for this Salisbury defense. 6 total tackles, just 2 of them solo, but in on 4 others. Nice job from him. Going to look to make another stronger impact in this second half for the defense. But now 3rd down and 2 for Wesley. Here's Mullins going to take the snap, drop back, look. He's got a man, but well defended in position, but falling away from the play. Peel going to get himself open, and that's going to be a touchdown for Wesley.
Kind of a good pass. Looked like it was going to be broken up, but the defender tried to reach for it, swatted out of the air, but just completely missed. And Peel was able to just step into the end zone.
Yeah, I think that was Xavier Harcum, who had good coverage and was in on the play, but in the process of trying to swat it down, ended up actually getting himself out of the play. Made it easier for Peel to bring that one in. Meanwhile, the extra point is up and good, and we are back to a 3-point game here in the Route 13 rivalry. Salisbury now leading 31-28, 7:37 remaining in the third. Plenty of scoring in this one.
We've said it before. We're going to keep saying it the rest of this game. We knew this game was going to be a shootout the whole time. 2 undefeated teams in a very strong conference going up against each other. 2 top 15 teams in the nation. We expected this. We knew neither team was going to roll over. We knew neither team was going to run over top of the other one. So we're just excited to see the rest of this game.
Obviously, as this game progresses, maybe one of the most important games on the schedule for both squads. As you take a look, Salisbury currently ranked 14th in the D3Football.com poll, 15th in the AFCA poll. Wesley ranked 8th and 12th in those respectively. There's going to be a little bobble on the return, but able to come up with it. That return going to be blown up at around the 15. Some Wesley players signaling that the ball was out. But it looks like it will stay with Salisbury.
Looked to be Damian King back there. Little quick bobble, not really the start you want for this drive for Salisbury, but able to get it out from the end zone and out to the 13-yard line, so at least they're not backed in the or back with their back against the wall. About 7.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Salisbury starting at their own 13. Got a lot of room to go.
Out comes Lanham, and as we said, a little bit of struggles through the air, but more than making up for it on the ground at this point. 4 of 10 for 72 yards and a touchdown through the air, but 13 for 119 on the ground. Meanwhile, that's going to be a false start called against Salisbury. Unfortunate there. I believe that was Cleaver getting called for the false start. That's going to back Salisbury up.
Salisbury kind of shooting themselves in the foot there. They're already back deep into their own territory.
Now 1st and 15 from their own 12.
After the penalty, 1st and 14 for the Seagulls at the 8-yard line.
Going to fake the give, going to end up pitching this one out. Trying to shed some tackles, but eventually met and dropped by some Wolverines is Fowler.
Fowler doing a nice job breaking a tackle or two, able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Now Salisbury's faced with a 2nd and 10 back at the 13-yard line.
A gain of 4.
Yeah, nice job of getting back a little bit of that penalty yardage, but
Bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Seagulls.
Salisbury looking to keep up the scoring here. We're going to have an early flag coming in now. Before the offense was even set, we'll see what this is.
Substitution violation, 12 men in the huddle, offense.
They're going to catch Salisbury with 12 men in the huddle. That's another 5-yard penalty against the Seagulls, which just like that is going to back them back up yet again.
Salisbury looked like they were making good progress after that first penalty, able to get back to the line of scrimmage, but once again shooting themselves in the foot, bringing them back to the 8-yard line. Because now they have even more room to work with.
Here comes the snap on 2nd and 15. Pass coming out to Octavian Wilson. Wilson looked like he might have enough for the first, and that's a great play on that out route.
Once again, that's a route that they love to do. Wilson, we've seen it a couple of times already. Gleason, we've seen it do it once. Just a nice little 10 and out. Able to get past that first down marker and perfectly placed pass by Lanham right against the sideline.
First and 10 Seagulls at the Salisbury University 25-yard
So now we've got a 1st and 10 at their own 25. Able to come back from those penalties. Now they're going to have to pitch this one. Lanham takes a mean hit on that play.
Lanham does a nice job taking that hit, realizing he's about to get blown up. Able to shovel it off to Gleason.
And Williams on the stop.
Gleason able to pick up nice little 6-7 yard gain.
Merchant Vessels on the stop.
Yeah, the Seagulls doing a nice job of establishing this run game. That's one of the things we talked about in the pregame that they do so well, but you're seeing it a lot here. They have so many different slot backs and so many different guys they can go to in that backfield. Now on the 2nd down play, Lanham's going to keep and give it. Trying to make something happen is Gray, but he will be tackled in the backfield for a loss.
Shamar Gray on the carry.
Back there was Miles James. Shamar Gray trying to use some good footwork, trying to get around these defenders, but James able to get back there and blow it up. Backing him up now with a 3rd and 5.
Now under 5 minutes remaining in quarter number 3. Salisbury taking a lot of time off the clock here. 3rd down and 5. Lanham going to drop back, going to pump fake. Look for a double move, but a lot of contact there. Multiple flags going to come in. Not surprised as there is a lot of contact, and see Cleaver couldn't really even break into his route.
Coach Knapp of Wesley not happy with the call. You see him running up and down the sideline screaming at the ref. He thinks there's no reason for that call. But as you can clearly see, at least from we saw up here, whole lot of contact trying to run that route. Good job by Jack Lamb throwing that ball, at least putting the eyes of the refs towards that so they can be able to see the pass interference.
Yeah, I think Coach Knapp's argument was that there was contact going both ways, but not going to get the call he wanted there, and that's going to bring up a 1st down for Salisbury. 1st and 10 from the 42.
At the Salisbury 42-yard line.
Now here's Lanham. Going to give it up the gut to Hopeton Mayer. Hopeton Mayer going to find a nice little crease and get a gain.
Hopeton Mayer doing the same thing he's been doing all game. Able just to run it up the gut and get a couple, maybe 5, 6, 7 yards. Kind of breaks it open a little bit for a second there. Really doing his job, doing a nice job of that.
2nd down and 1 for the Seagulls in Wolverine territory at the 49-yard line.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and 1. Salisbury just getting past midfield now. And this drive really turning into a long one as Salisbury keeping that Wesley defense out on the field. Now under 4 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Lanham going to fake the give, going to pitch it out to Gleason. Gleason going to break a tackle with the stiff arm. Free down the far sideline, and he's going to get inside the 25. Chad Gleason making plays for this Salisbury offense.
Gleason with the stiff arm, able to throw that defender to the ground. Help him get himself maybe 15 more yards of rushing, putting Salisbury in amazing field position. 1st and 10 on the Wesley 24. Knocking on the door, trying once again to go up by 10.
Yeah, that 25-yard carry from Gleason setting Salisbury up well here. 1st down, here's Lanham under center. Man comes in motion, they're going to give it up the gut. That's Mike Ryan Mofer who's going to get the carry up the gut. I believe that's his first carry of the day.
I was about to say, Mofer, one of the names we talk about a lot. He hasn't got a whole lot of action so far this game, but able to do his part there, get a couple yards, bring it up about 2nd and 8 for the Seagulls.
Now we'll have Hunter Cleaver come back in. Seagulls doing a nice job of holding on to possession here, and they can hold on and take this win. That's going to definitely be one of the reasons, as on 2nd down, this pitch comes outside. Fowler finds some space. Nice carry there. That's going to be a 1st down for Salisbury, getting down around that 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 15 yards and good for a Salisbury University.
Fowler, one of the stat leaders in rushing for this team before this game, had 16 attempts for 109 yards. Longest run was 51 before today. Had a couple big runs today so far. Able to help this team have this 3-point lead that they already got with just over 2 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter.
So now it's 1st down and 10. Lanham going to give this one up the middle. Not much doing there.
Hopeton Mayer, the ball carrier.
Hopeton Mayer gaining a couple.
And Dante Daniel team up for the stop for the Wolverines. Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
Now down under 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 3. Salisbury still leading 31-28, but with a great chance here to add to it. Really keeping Wesley out on the field on defense for a long time now. This current drive started with 7:30 remaining in the 3rd, so a 6-minute drive there. Lanham tries to make a move on the 2nd down carry, not going to be able to get free. That's going to bring up 3rd down and goal.
Yeah, Lanham had Shamar Gray on the outside, was able to pitch it to him, but had a little slip up there and had to just keep it himself. But like you said, Nick, it was what, I believe 7:30 when this drive started. Salisbury does a great job. As we've seen, Salisbury has very big plays where they're able to get down the field in pretty much no time, but something they're also good at is the triple option, this run play, just getting 5 or 6 yards of carry, able to take their time, get down the field and score. As we are now under a minute for Salisbury on the 7-yard line, knocking on the door.
10 plays on this drive. Here's number 11, Shamar Gray with blocking. Did he get there? They're going to say he did, and that's a touchdown for Salisbury.
Shamar Gray with his 2nd touchdown of the day. Have a day. Pretty much the same exact play. 7-yard run to the right side, able to bust through a couple of defenders. Giving Salisbury the 9-point lead once again, looking to make it 10 here with the extra point by Streckengast.
Absolutely, and not only is that an important touchdown, but overall it's an important drive. 11 plays, 88 yards, and a touchdown, as Streckengast is going to put this one through. That's 38-28 now. Salisbury leads. 38 seconds remaining in quarter number 3, but Salisbury doing a great job of this ground and pound offense. Able to get in the end zone there, and now Wesley will look to answer back. Taking a look at some of the stats here for these different Salisbury backs. There's a lot of them getting involved here today. Obviously, Jack Lanham, the leading rusher, 14 for 120 and a touchdown on the day. But Gleason with 5 carries for 62 and a touchdown. Shamar Gray now 8 carries for 59 yards and 2 touchdowns. Michael Fowler has 8 for 39. Hopeton Mayer with 11 for 31 as well. Talked about it a little bit in the first half, Steve. These two teams with a little bit of a different offensive approach both ways. Wesley liking to hit this Salisbury defense for these deep gash plays. Salisbury opting for the 5 yards of carry route, trying to ground and pound, take time off the clock. As here, Pack trying to make a move, going to get to the outside, shake off a couple defenders and get down around the 30.
As you said, man, these two offenses kind of like boxing here. Wesley's sitting here throwing haymakers the whole time. They hit every once in a while. But Salisbury, easy with these little jabs and just doing the same thing.
Now to be 1st down and 10 from Wesley's own 29-yard line. 31 seconds left in the third quarter of play. Now Mullen trots out, trying to lead this offense to find the end zone once again. This handoff's going to be to Pack. Pack trying to find a lane, and that's going to be blown up by Salisbury.
Look to be Pat Bernardo again. One of these sneaky assassins, as we've talked about before, able to sneak through that line and immediately blow up the play. Bring it up, 2nd and 11 for the Wolverines.
So loss of 1 will bring up 2nd down and 11 for the Wolverines.
2nd and 11. Clock running down. About 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Will they get it off? Looks like they are not going to. And the third quarter is going to end. Salisbury, last touchdown, putting them up 38-28. Fourth quarter starting. Salisbury with the lead.
Yeah, a huge third quarter there for Salisbury to hold on now, leading 14-7 in that third. They'll look to have an even bigger fourth. We'll take a quick break here from the Seagull Sports Network, and we'll be right back for the fourth quarter of action.
Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself, the rise and grinds, all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Hello and welcome back to the Seagull Sports Network. Nick Lewis alongside Steve Bowen. We've got a 2nd down and 11 here. Mullen looking downfield. Got a man, that's Peel, able to get past the coverage from Salisbury. And we're starting off the fourth quarter with a bang as Wesley hits one down the seam.
As you said, starting off aggressive that first quarter. Mullen had a ton of time in that pocket. Great job by the Wesley offensive line. But as you said, Peel, little post route over the middle. Perfect pass thrown by Mullen, able to get him about 40-yard gain. And now they're also knocking on the door at Salisbury 31-yard line. Wildcat formation.
Yeah, they're going to put Peel in to take the snap again, but it's going to go over to Pack. Pack trying to make a move. Going to be a nice carry. Looks to be about 6 or 7 on the play.
Bernardo and Carroll team up for the stop for the Seagulls. That'll bring up 2nd down and 2.
2nd and 2 now for the Wolverines. Coming out after that quick break in between quarters, real aggressive.
Got a split gun look here. 2nd down and 2. Here's Mullen. Gonna look downfield, trying to pass. Gonna find an open man, but the pass falls just short as he's trying to get away from the pressure. There is a flag on the field, though. We'll see what the call is.
Yeah, that play, Mullen kind of had to run from a little bit of pressure, had to throw it off his back foot. Looked to be Kevin Hewley. A holding call for number 53 on the front line. That'll be Andrew Risper. Oh, excuse me, on that last play, Mullen's trying to find Leroy Pendleton. Pendleton looked to be wide open at about the 10-yard line. But I just said, Mullen's throwing off his back foot, unable to get it there.
Yeah, Ruhan Peel for this Wesley offense, currently sitting at 6 catches for 104 and a touchdown. One of his favorite targets. He's going there again. He's got Peel. Peel lays out and makes the catch. Able to get a nice chunk of that yardage back as we move to 3rd down.
It's going to be about 3rd and 4. Maybe, yeah, about 3rd and 4 here for the Wolverines. So far today, 3 for 8, 37.5%, 3rd down. Looking for something better, trying to add to that. They got 3rd and 4 in Salisbury's 33-yard line. Wildcat
Snap
formation.
comes in the Wildcat. They're going to give it up the middle. Peel keeps it. It's going to be close. Looks like they're going to have enough, and that will be a first down for the Wolverines. Nice play there, blocking up front, and a nice hole opened for Peel.
Yeah, that Wildcat formation is really working for them. Peel does a nice job of being really aware of whether to hand the ball off or just taking himself up the middle. As you can see right there, able to get 5 or 6 yards for that first down.
Now 1st and 10. Mullen's going to give this one to Pack, but that is met at the line of scrimmage, and it's blown up by a host of Salisbury defenders.
Pack and Bernardo exchanging some words there in the middle of the pile. As you said, this game's been a shootout the whole time. Things get heated, of course. This is a very good game we're watching here on the Seagull Sports Network.
Yeah, Mullen going to bring the Wesley offense up and get the snap quick. Gets that one over to Simpson for a modest game, and that's going to bring up, I believe, around a 3rd down and 5.
Mullen on the ground. Look to be shaken up, and no chance he's getting up anytime soon.
Yeah, not quite sure what happened on the play, but took a hit towards the end of it. Looks to be in a lot of pain. While they treat Mullen there on the field, we're going to take a quick break from the Seagull Sports Network, and we'll be back right after this.
NCAA Teamworks is how the NCAA, member schools, student athletes, and corporate champions and partners actively engage in outreach efforts where national championships are played. Through initiatives such as NCAA Community 101 service learning projects, disaster relief efforts, youth clinics, backpack and school supply donations, and support of Special Olympics and the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the NCAA and its partners work together to leave a lasting legacy in the community. For more information on NCAA Teamworks, go to ncaa.com/.
Hello and welcome back to the Seagull Sports Network. We're back. We're getting ready here for this 3rd and 7 play, and checking in under center is David Morocco, the junior, who has split time with Mullen this year. A big spot to come in after the injury to Mullen. Morocco's going to look over the middle. He's going to find his target. Did he hold on? It looks like he did.
Finds his target in the tight end, Ricky Hess, who once already today we've seen him have a big touchdown with a little seam over the middle. As you said, interesting start to see Morocco. First play of the game coming in a big spot at the beginning of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, 1st down and goal. They're going to go into the Wildcat. Peel trying to make something happen, and that's blown up in the backfield by the Seagulls.
Andrew Raines, the junior, getting back there, wrapping the leg of Peel.
Yeah, Bernardo also in on that play as well, and hasn't been made a lot of solo tackles today, but always near the ball, and not surprising to see that. While here, David Morocco trying to get accustomed to being in now. As we said, has split a lot of time with John Mullen this year. Both quarterbacks have played in every game so far. With the play clock at 0, I think we'll either see a penalty or a timeout here.
Decide which one to give them.
See what they decide.
Please reset the clock to 25.
So it must have been the play clock, was not properly reset. They're going to move it back to 25 for this 2nd down play. They're going to pick up the flag as well. So now 2nd down and 10 at the 10-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Morocco under center. Got Pack in the backfield right next to him. He's going to take the snap, fake it, has a receiver out there. Nice catch made short of the goal line, but it's going to get him inside the 5. I believe that was Leroy Pendleton again. Called his name a couple times now.
Yeah, Pendleton hasn't had a lot of big runs or big plays this game, but he has had a couple about 10, 15-yard catches to help move him down this field.
10:22 remaining in our 4th quarter of action. Salisbury still leading 38-28. Wesley has something to say about it. Peel in the Wildcat, going to keep it, go up the middle. He's going to get stuffed now down to about the 2-yard line. And it's a big decision time now for Wesley. Do you try and get the touchdown here, or do you opt for the 3 and try to get the stop? It looks like they're going to opt for the 3.
I'd say that the same decision that Salisbury had right before halftime. Do you go for it when you only have about 2 yards to the end zone to potentially get 6 or 7, or do you just take it easy and get the 3? Looks like they're going to be taking the 3 here to bring them within 7 points.
Yeah, smart decision. Got to make the field goal, though. Can't miss it. We'll see what they do. Nick Brunn back to kick it. It's up. Almost blocked by Salisbury, but it is good, and that will put this at a 7-point game. Salisbury still leading 38-31 with 9:27 left, and now for this Wesley team, they have got to come out here and get a stop.
Yeah, nice job by the kicker there, able to get it through, but Hunter Hughes for Salisbury, inches away from blocking that kick. Almost turned this game right around. So they can keep the 10-point lead, but Salisbury only holding a lead just of a touchdown.
So now this Salisbury offense will take exactly what they ordered on their last drive. Nice 7 to 8 minute drive, chewing a lot of clock, ending with a touchdown. That's exactly what they need right now. At the bare minimum, you want to trim some of this clock down, but ideally you'd like to hold on to it and add more, at least make it a 2-possession lead with a field goal.
As we said earlier, that's something Salisbury's really good at doing, because their last drive that ended in a touchdown was able to take about 8 minutes off the clock.
Now back to return there, Octavian Wilson. Can't quite reach the 20-yard line. Nice job by the Wesley kick coverage to get in there. I think that was James making the tackle. Now 9:21 on the clock when Salisbury's offense is going to head out there. Jack Lanham, who's had quite a day so far, going to look to continue it.
Lanham out, looking to chew some clock here. Potentially put Salisbury up by another touchdown.
They're going to look both ways, and eventually he's going to pitch it out. Nice run there.
Shamar Gray once again being a threat on the ground, able to pick up about 6, 7 yards, maybe 8 on the first play of this drive. Clock still running here, just over 9 minutes left here in the game.
Correction, a gain of 8 on the play will bring up 2nd down and 2 for the
That is confirmed. That will be a gain of 8 on the play. You got 2nd and 2 coming for Salisbury as the clock hits 9 minutes left.
Yeah, interesting to see them break the huddle so early. Got to think they'd chew a little more clock here now, but play clock at 10. They're going to take the snap. Lanham coming, going to keep it. He's going to get close to that first down mark. Looks like they're going to give it to him, and they will. That'll be a Salisbury first down.
Ref signals keep the clock running, so nice job by Salisbury, able to get past that first down marker in order to chew some clock out. As we're now down to 8.5 minutes left in the game. Salisbury's got a 1st and 10 on their own 31.
Now under center. Lanham's going to take the snap, give it up the middle, but not much there. Believe that was Hopeton Mayer on the carry. Not much there. Looked like maybe a gain of 1 or 2. It will be a gain of 1. It'll be a 2nd down and 9.
You got to look at it as that's going to happen if you're the guy they use up the middle. You're going to have times you only get 1 or 2 yards, but that's really what your job is, and he's done a nice job with that all game, as we said before.
Looking back at Salisbury's last win in this rivalry, we're not quite at the same score, but right now Salisbury leading 38-31. Final score of that 2015 game was 38-35. Meanwhile, on the 2nd and 9 carry, Lanham's going to pitch it out to Fowler. Fowler's going to get down around the 45, and that'll be a first down.
Wesley coaches on the sidelines yelling at the ref. Didn't see anything from up here, but they must have seen something down there. They are not happy about it.
11-yard gain and good for another Salisbury University.
Gain of 11 on that play. We'll see Shamar Gray check out for the Seagulls, and we'll see Devin Folks check in.
Folks coming in. Cleaver going to come back out of the game. We got Folks and Wilson on the near sideline, out wide for us. Excuse me, for Salisbury.
Now Lanham going to pitch this one out. Plenty of blocking. A nice job downfield blocking by Octavian Wilson. Careful, almost close of a face mask there against Gleason, but no whistle coming in. That'll be a first down for the Seagulls once again.
That's Corey Williams on the stop there. Looked to be a little bit of a late hit, but close enough. Ref didn't see anything. Salisbury with good field position now. First down and 10 on the Wesley 44. Done a nice job so far, chewing off 3 minutes of play time here.
First down, Lanham under center, man in motion. That's Shamar Gray. Lanham just going to take this one himself. Pyle's going to come in and push him for a big gain. They're finally going to stop the progress, and that goes from a 2-yard carry to about an 8-yard carry. And it's a great job there by those offensive players for Salisbury to come in and not playing until the end of the whistle.
I was about to say, it shows a lot of hustle there by the offensive line as well, because once they realize Jack is kind of wrapped up between a couple of defenders, that doesn't mean he's going down. Jack stays up, and they're able to get behind him and push him for a couple more yards.
Second down and 2, 5:37 remaining. Lanham going to give this one up the gut. Able to make a move and get the first down and more as Hopeton Mayer down to about the 21-yard line.
As we were saying earlier, Hopeton Mayer's job at this point is the guy to run it up the gut. And as you see right there, sometimes it pays off. You get yourself a nice 12-yard run.
Clock continuing to tick down to around 5 minutes remaining now. Wolverines looking a little desperate here on the offensive end, or at least they're going to need to. Time becoming an essential factor here. As first down and 10. Gleason's going to come in motion. Lanham's going to keep it, go up the gut, stumble forward. Get near another first down. Look to be a gain of about 8.
Lanham is a tank. We've seen it this game so far. He's breaking tackles left and right. That one right there looked to be about maybe a 1 yard, 1.5, 2-yard gain, but he was able to push it and get himself 8 yards on that run. Also goes to show Wesley really needs to work on the arm tackling. They've done it as well. They just try to overpower him with the arms, try to drag him down, but Jack Lanham, you're not going to be able to do it. Under 4.5 minutes here left in the game.
Yeah, second down and 2. Gray going to come in motion. Pitch goes out. He's got blockers to the outside. Going to shed a tackle, and that's a touchdown for the Seagulls.
Shamar Gray, his 3rd touchdown of the day with the huge 12, 13-yard touchdown run, putting the Seagulls up 44-31 with 4 minutes left in the game. Shamar Gray, have yourself a day, my friend.
Yeah, incredible day for Shamar Gray. Currently at 10 carries for 80 yards. And as you said, 3 touchdowns for him on the day. Very impressive so far. Point after is going to go up, and it'll be good. Salisbury now with a 45-31 lead over Wesley. Number 8 or number 12 team in the country, depending on what poll you look at. Salisbury coming in here making a statement. Talked about Shamar Gray what a day he's having on the ground coming into this game. Had 7 carries for 36 yards on the year. No touchdowns, already got 3 on the day. Obviously, 8 yards a carry for him, and exactly what Salisbury needed. Now with 4:12 remaining, Wolverines going to be in a desperate position now, down 14.
Yeah, Wesley really just needs to have 2 drives of 2-minute offense. Try to get down the field, being down 14 with 4 minutes left. We've seen it happen before. Teams are able to come back, but Wesley needs a lot of things to go their way right now.
Yeah, nice kick there from Schreckengoss is going to put Pack at his goal line. Able to make something out of it, though. About a 30-yard return, good down to the 30. A little bit of scruffling there on the Wesley sideline. Some Wesley players calling for a flag. Nothing going to come of it, though. Not quite sure what's happening on that far side. Looks like we're got the Salisbury defense out. Wesley now coming out. So now down 14. We'll see Mullen return to action for the Wolverines after taking that injury. He's going to swing this one out to Pack. A nice screen set up, and he's going to have room down the far side. Great hit coming in on the play. A lot of coaches on the Wesley side upset with the outcome. But Pack is going to be down on the play. Looked like the coaches might have wanted a penalty. Corner and receiver on that far side going at it, but Pack going to get up real quick.
Looked to be, I believe, Xavier Harcum was getting blocked, kind of getting blown up on the far side of the field. Pack didn't see him. He was able to shed that blocker and come in and make an amazing tackle. Nothing wrong with the tackle, just kind of dove at his legs. That's all really he could do. Pack did take a little hard fall, but overall, it was just a good play by Harcum.
So a good gain for Wesley, but Pack has to come off the field. Now first down and 10 from. Looks to be just shy of midfield. Here's Mullen. Dropping back to pass. Protection holds up until it doesn't. He's going to shed the sack, though. Able to make a gain out of nothing. Should have been about a 6 or 7 yard loss on the play. Able to get through.
Nice job by Mullins, able to get through. Doing pretty much what we've seen Jack Lanham do all game. Able to get through this pressure and turn nothing into something. And give him a solid 1 yard gain and potentially back to the line of scrimmage.
Going to have a ton of substitutions here for the Salisbury defense. A lot of new players checking in.
Noah Zentz now in. On the D line as well. There's a bunch of other substitutions, as you said. Too many to count at this point.
Yeah, almost substituted the whole defensive squad out there.
I was trying to look at some numbers, see if I can name some names, but I only saw one.
And they're on second down and 9. Looked to be about a 6 yard completion there to the tight end once again. That's Hess getting open for Mullen. And you see Mullen, that left ankle is heavily taped up.
I mean, heavily. Looks like he's wearing a white boot from up here.
Yeah. Now third down and 3. Going to look, and he's going to find Simpson over the middle. That's going to be enough for a first down. You see Wesley now moving in this hurry-up offense. Obviously, though, not surprised to see Mullen check back in. He is good to go, if he is good to go, that is, because as we've said time and time again, this could very well be the most important game in the regular season for both of these squads.
It always ends up being.
Absolutely, first down and 10. This one over the middle again to Hess. Hess going to fight through some tackles, though. Salisbury not able to wrap him up, and then they finally get him around the 20-yard line.
Hess using all 6'3", 245 pounds of himself to get through that defense, not going down without a fight.
Salisbury 19-yard line.
Now Wesley knocking on the door. We'll have a whistle come as there is a football on the field.
Wesley fans not happy with the delay of game to get the ball off of the field. They're trying to use that momentum to get into the end zone. They got 2 minutes left in this game, still down by 2 scores, but they're knocking on the door at the 19.
First down. Here's Mullen in the gun, taking a snap now, under 2 minutes left. He's looking up far side to Peel. Peel's going to get a push off against the corner. There's no call on the play, and he is going to get in for a touchdown, but immediately you could see a lot of players throwing their arms up on the play. Not sure why there was no call there, but
I'll give it to Peel. It was a good route, good play, but
yeah, absolutely.
From up here, it looked clear that there was an aggressive push-off there, but no call from the ref. Wesley now looking to cut this lead down to a single touchdown. McBroom for another point after attempt. Once again, Salisbury almost blocking it. That's 3 this game so far. They've been inches away from blocking it, but still up by a touchdown. Just under 2 minutes left in this game. Wouldn't be surprised to see Salisbury come out on the field, just take a couple knees.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, though. Going to have to fight through those 3 timeouts from Wesley, so going to need to pick up at least a couple first downs. Here you see, actually on the replay, looked like the corner might have lost some momentum there, as looked to be a little bit of contact from Peel, but looked like he just ended up falling back in the other direction. But regardless, it'll be 45-38 Salisbury now, under 2 minutes, 1:51 left to play. And this Seagull offense is really just looking to do exactly what they've done the entire second half, which is get the ball, drain some clock, and get out of Seagull Stadium with this huge win.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see an onside kick here. Need to be able to recover that ball. And as you said, do what they do best. Couple short run plays, try to chew some clock out, which we know they can do. They've been doing it all game.
Not surprisingly, we'll see the whole Salisbury bench up, ready for this ensuing possession. So important. Now obviously, we'll see Wesley line up for the onside kick attempt here. This one sent over. It'll go the 10. Salisbury, though, able to get on it and get down. That's a nice job there on the play.
Hunter Cleaver, not a problem for him. Ball skipping across the ground, able to bounce right into the chest. He will hit the turf. Salisbury now with the ball. 1:51 left on the clock.
So now the new goal for Wesley is you have to get this Salisbury offense off the field right around midfield after the onside kick attempt. It'll be first down Salisbury. We'll have the game clock reset to 1:49 following that onside kick. But Wesley still have 3 timeouts to work with, have to prevent any kind of gain here on the ground. Try and lock up this Salisbury run game they've struggled to contain so far. We'll have a lot of defenders in the box, no surprise there. First down and 10 from midfield, and that'll be a false start on the play. And that's a big mistake there from Hopeton Mayer, his second false start of the day. That's going to back Salisbury up 5. It's going to make it a little easier for Wesley here.
Yeah, Hopeton Mayer, I don't know if he didn't know the counter. Also kind of looked like his momentum just accidentally pushed him forward. He wasn't able to keep his balance there.
Now first down and 15 from the 45. Salisbury trying to get out of here with this 45-38 win. Lanham under center. Going to give the pitch outside. Wesley's going to be out there, though, and that's going to be blown up. A great job there. Gleason had nowhere to go on the play.
That was Dante Daniel hyped up after that play, able to stop Gleason in the backfield. It's what looks like another loss of 1.
And no surprise there. We'll see Wesley's first time out of the second half come. 1:43 will be put on the game clock as Wesley got to try and get possession back here to give themselves a chance in the comeback. Right now for Salisbury, just trying to grind out a couple more gains, get this first down, and if they can get the first, that's going to put Wesley in an even tougher spot. Getting ready to head back out now. This Route 13 rivalry, always so competitive, and this 30th installment is no exception. Salisbury, though, jumping out in the second half, holding on to the lead and extending the lead now.
As you said, this Route 13 rivalry, always a good one. I feel like it doesn't matter how good or how bad these two teams are each year, and it's always a shootout, and it's a fun one to watch.
2nd and 15, the pitch comes out to Gray. Gray's going to get a nice gain. Look to be just shy of the 45-yard line. Going to get past midfield at the 47. That'll be another timeout from Wesley. Looks like they're going to be facing about a 3rd down and 7 here. And now, if you're Salisbury, it's a tough decision. Do you try to pass it and get the first? Or do you just run the ball again, try to get the first that way? If you don't, at least the clock will keep running, or Wesley will be forced to use their last time out. It's a tough decision either way there for Salisbury.
Yeah, this next first down for Salisbury is crucial. Got to try to keep that clock running.
I would not be surprised at all to see Salisbury come out and try to get a pass completed for this first, with Wesley still having that last time out in their back pocket regardless.
We've seen a couple times already this game that even the incompletions, they're just a foot, maybe 2 feet off from the receiver. We saw first play of this game was an easy little 21-yard pass to Chad Gleason. So, wouldn't be surprised potentially seeing it again.
Now the biggest play of the game, 3rd down and 7. Gray comes in motion. They're going to run triple option. They've got blocking. Gleason's going to get out in front, and that's going to be a first down inside the 30-yard line.
Gleason, our player to watch for today. Have yourself a day, my friend. Huge run, able to get that first down. Looked to be about a 20, maybe 30-yard run. And now clock still running. Wesley calls their final timeout as we expected. Salisbury fans knowing what's happening next.
Salisbury with 1:29 remaining. That biggest run of the day from Gleason proves to be the most significant, as now Salisbury in great shape to just go ahead and close this one out. We talked about 3rd down efficiency, how important it was going to be for the Seagulls. Well, how do you like 58% on 3rd down, 7 of 12? That'll win you a lot of games. Able to get it done there.
Salisbury played this game perfectly. Their keys to the game, run the ball, which is what we've seen all game. And as you said, work on their 3rd down conversions, which they did as well.
Now we'll see victory formation on the field for Salisbury, as we should just be able to knee it down a few times.
At the Wolverine 29-yard line.
No surprise here. Salisbury excited in the stands, excited on the sideline. They know, these fans know, and these players know how important this win is, especially in the rankings. I mean, you've got the number 14 or number 15 team, whichever poll you look at, in Division III football, knocking off either the number 8 or the number 12. That's a potentially big ranking shakeup we could see coming up. Meanwhile, Lanham's going to take another knee. One more knee here should do it in Seagull Stadium. We've got about 11 seconds separating 9 seconds separating the game clock and the play clock. We've got one more knee here. They're going to drop it down, and that will do it. Salisbury University on their home field is going to come in here and knock off the Wolverines, and what a victory it was, 45-38, their first victory over Wesley since 2015, and potentially a very important win in terms of playoff implications.
Yeah, as you said, this game is huge. We knew it was going to be a good game throughout. It was a shootout, throwing punches back and forth as well. Wesley went up early, as we've said before, went up 14-0 in the first quarter. This game looked to be a wash, looked like they were going to run away with it, but Salisbury hunkered down, able to come back out and get this win, get this huge win.
Yeah, absolutely, and we talked a little bit about time of possession for Wesley and how key it was going to be despite their high-flying offense, and in the end, when you take a look at it, Salisbury held the ball for 36 minutes, Wesley tallying just 22 minutes of time of possession, and that's really one of the things that has cost Wesley in this game and really was one of the things that led to their downfall as Salisbury held the ball for the majority of the second half.
Yeah, as we saw in this game, Wesley, that time of possession, we've seen them do it all game where they're able to score just off of one play, which kind of goes into that low time of possession. But as you said, a lot of 3-and-outs, a lot of big mistakes from their side. Salisbury was able to jump on those in order to get this win.
Looking forward now, that'll be the first loss of the year for Wesley. They'll try to bounce back next Saturday against William Patterson. They'll be at William Patterson for that contest at 1 o'clock. But for your Salisbury University Seagulls, they're taking on Rowan this Saturday for the homecoming game at 1 p.m. right here at Seagull Stadium. We'll have full coverage of that on the Seagull Sports Network, of course. But a huge win for Salisbury, and we'll see how the rankings decide to shake out as we move forward. But for now, after that big win, we thank all of you for tuning in to the Seagull Sports Network today for the Route 13 rivalry. For our camera operators, Morgan Vance and Stuart Schenking, our TriCaster Sam Douglas, our replay operator Katie Hickey, our director Molly Cavallero, and my partner Steve Bowen. I'm Nick Lewis, everyone. Have a wonderful Saturday. Go Gulls.